How are you? Uh, Hopefully somebody will join me. If not, yeah, it's okay too. No, do a draw stream by myself. People forget. Don't care. I don't got other plans. I forgot the coffee in my water. So this is heated water with a little bit of lime juice, which I put in my coffee, which I know is weird, but warm lime juice. Mm, refreshing. Takes the bitterness out of the coffee. You should try it. Or maybe not. It's weird. I know. I don't think I'm going to continue on this pizza round that I was working on last night. I think I'll probably start afresh. I feel like doing something significant like an interior page to something. I was thinking maybe I might try my hand at Hysteria or whatever her name is. A page, which would be just black and white with gray toning, because she kind of zaps the color out of everything, uh, kind of like YouTube. Uh, uh, uh Like I said, I've been doing pizza rounds, starting to run out of them. Need to go buy some more pizza. Could do some sketch cards. I don't know. I've done Blood Dragon. I guess I could do Kill Dragon. Try my hand at it anyway. Here's the Blood Dragon one. Hopefully that's in focus. What are you going to talk about tonight, Rex? Whatever you want to talk about, Janet. You're not even registering on the counter. I thought you came and gone. Um, you can come in here and say hi. Did you just finish a stream? Uh, no topic really in mind. I was just going to sit with friends and draw. Uh, Thought you might have. Usually a start one up. Uh, I thought I might start a page with a new character. There's right down here is the Euphoria page I did, which everybody says is very Picasso like. Uh, Muted colors, wild imagery. So I've been creating some new characters, and that makes me always happy. I've done 116 characters, a bunch of them new characters. I did a page, started a page, did a border on a new ghost story character called Ghost. I didn't previously have a character. That's kind of a generic name. Uh, Ghost is, but I don't have a ghost character, and he can phase through things. So why not? Why strain for a name? Who else is joining? Well, I believe Elsie's joining. Last night we had like 6 or 7 people on. So here's like the border I did. Hopefully that's showing up good. Um, Sabrina may be on. She's the one that sews. Uh, I don't know. She was on the phone before the show. Now I've got my camera out of pixelated. Maybe I can bring it back. I did an update yesterday or early this morning on the campaign. Or was it late last night? I guess it was early this morning. Entropy, there we go. Get it in. He's the new character that I did a pizza round to. Stack of pizza rounds. You may not have seen my latest, Janet. I did this last Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but last Tuesday. Entropy, only the second time. First time was on that sketch card. He disintegrates things by touch. And then on draw stream I had earlier this week, I did 3 pizza rounds, and this is one of them. Second time I've drawn this character. Second time I've drawn all these characters, really, even Anthropy. Because I first invented them on the sketch cards, and then I guess I did this one next. He's a vampire, albeit a different type of vampire. It's kind of alien, magenta hair. And Dream Watcher. There, he's pretty wild. Kind of inhabits people's dreams. And I also have a character that is conceptualized, but I've not drawn her yet, called Dreamer. She's kind of connected to all the 43. Welcome to the show, Janet from Another Planet. So what did you talk about tonight on your show? And welcome to the show, Elsie. Hey, Elsie.
Hello. How's it going?
About the Epstein, some of the Epstein victims.
Okay. I might want to go back and watch that one.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I see your stuff come up, and I'm using 2 browsers right now. It's crazy. I just got my messages on X. In fact, I haven't even tested X to see if I can get my messages today. Earlier today I could, and it's been kind of sporadic. Yeah, I can, because I was just, people were saying Happy New Year, Rex, after I'd sent out a bunch earlier today. So if you didn't get one, Janet, Happy New Year of 2026. Good for you.
I'm gonna check my X, because when I'm streaming, I don't get on there.
Yeah.
We'll get a drink.
I was going to say something to Elsie, but he walked off, so probably forgot his drink. I forgot the coffee in my drink, but good warm lime water is just as refreshing. Did you not know that about me? I put a little bit of lime, not much, in my coffee. Cuts the bitterness, and I get my vitamin C and my daily drink, my daily coffee. Caffeine key.
Yeah, I just sent you a message to see if you got it or not.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I just shut down X, but I can bring it back up. I'm pretty sure I'll get it, because I was leaving people responses.
Okay.
But I've been having.
I didn't get anything from you. I haven't gotten anything from you since. Let's see. I shared the cow magnet with you.
No, well, I've been using Instagram because I couldn't get in till earlier today, and I said it's a New Year's miracle. And one thing I was doing is I did an update to the campaign and told people where, what all we had printed up and how the campaign was going. And then I said, I'm going to start gathering, make a file, and start, which I already had 2 people in a file. And I'd totally forgotten about that file, but I was grabbing people's icons and putting it in that file instead of like their names on a thank you page. And I may still do that at the bottom, but I wanted to do it a little different. Some comic book creators on YouTube have done that. They were like, thank you to all our backers, blah, blah, blah. And they put their names. And I thought, why not? Several of them have icons that are quite interesting. Why not use the icons? And so I've been gathering people's icons earlier today, and check out X. And for somehow, I wasn't even trying to get in the messages. Somehow, backdoor, whatever, it started working, and I was able to get a bunch of icons from that source. And so that was my miracle today. Besides just waking up and being blessed, to see people like you, Janet. Let's see. There it goes. Yes, it says hello. But now I can click on it and actually respond.
Cool.
There you go. I left you a thumbs up.
I wonder why it took so long to fix it.
Once that very day, they switched from messages to saying chat. it hasn't worked. I put in the 4-digit code, and that's probably been a month and a half, 2 months. Elsie,
Sorry, sorry. It took
Janet
so long.
is in Arkansas. Okay, I'm sorry. I should have let him talk. Go ahead.
I was just apologizing. It took me so long because old people got to take their medicine.
We have nothing but time. Janet is in Arkansas with me, and Elsie is in Jackson, Tennessee. You know where that is, don't you, Janet?
Yeah, I've driven
Between
through
Memphis and
there times.
Nashville.
Yeah, between Memphis and Nashville, about an hour of Memphis.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if Sabrina will be joining us or not. She had a difficult day, had to pay her
About
car.
did Janet, was she talking about, did you say like Epstein's victims and things?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I did a
But the
that-
stuff that I talked about was stuff that's been out since like 2016.
yeah.
Okay,
was just
because
down there.
Virginia Guthrie and Jeanette, I can't remember her last name right this second. I have to go back and look at my notes. But both of them have done videos and talked about it. Virginia's written a book, memoirs. She also has a bunch of stuff out talking about what happened to her or why she was there. And I also showed the fact that they were paid $290 million in restitution to all the people that were involved in some of the Epstein stuff. So that's another reason why some of the stuff didn't go to court, because they
A lot of it.
took money. A lot of the victims just took money and went and bought homes and stuff like
Settled
that.
out of court. Yep.
Yeah, they
Think
settled out of
about
court.
it, Janet. But think
Yeah.
about in this world how sad it is. There's so many children and young people out there that are being snatched and used and treated like animals. I mean, and
And then people make fun
nobody's-
of them later when they're not
yeah,
normal.
I mean, there's no money, so I mean, those people, they're in the system. They get lost. Nobody checks on them.
Well,
Next
I'll
thing
tell you
you
about
got
one story.
teenagers
Um,
confused.
One story. I won't say any names or anything, but I'll make it real short. I met the parents, and they had kids of their own, and they were fostering a child, a tiny one. It was in a car seat, like a year old, okay, little, and was barely even pulling himself up, to stand up. And it didn't talk or anything. It kind of just laid there and looked around. And she told us about that the mother was abusive. She was a drug addict and she was in jail, all this different stuff. And that had scars from cigarette burns and other things like that. So it was abused child, right?
Mhm.
Under one. And then after a couple months, they decided they were going to try to adopt this child, and I was real excited for them. And they had put all the paperwork in, and then I remember it was another month that went by, and I saw them again, and they didn't have the child. And I asked them what happened. They said, "Well, the mother got out of prison, and she got the baby back."
Oh, great.
And
Just
then
what you needed.
a few months after that, they found out the baby was dead.
Well,
So
see,
that's what's
I
wrong
was
with the
just- I
system. Is
brought it
people
up,
can take advantage
Janet.
of that and hurt children and get away with it.
I brought it up because I did like a little book with my grandkids and one of their friends, their girls, and I said, they were drawing monsters. They were 10, and one was in middle school, and they had
Yeah.
one friend do it. So I did a little book, and I put on, I said, your monsters dwell in your imagination. I said on the very back, it says, real monsters are hard to see when they look like you and me.
Yeah, it's true.
For kids,
Sad,
I mean,
but
it could be their
true.
parents, it could be their uncle, it could be their
Yeah, I just went
grandpa.
through that last spring. I just went through that in my own family last spring when one of my nieces was assaulted by her went to court. It took years, to get to court, but she went to court, and he pled because the DA threatened with 60 years is what they were pushing for him.
Death
And he ended up
penalty.
pleading for 20. But what's terrible about the whole situation when they plead like that, or even go to prison, let's say they get 60 years, right? By a jury, which is what they should have. I think every court should have to go through jury, even divorce court, because I think a divorce court, and you had to spill the beans in front of everyone about everything that you're doing and why you're getting divorced, who the kids are going to go to, would make a big difference.
Especially if they're, if it's not amicable,
Yeah, and if it's
I
if
know,
drugs and alcohol's involved, things like
well,
that,
yeah, you got
I think a
problems,
jury of
yeah.
your peers should have to pick it for you. But the thing
Sure.
is that you it just happens all the time that the wrong people get the kid. Simply because a judge says, well, it's the mother. Who cares if it's a mother? If the mother
Why
isn't
don't
the
you
best
talk
parent,
to the
that
child?
should live with the
Most
child.
children,
The
if
mom.
they're in the first grade or older, they can tell you if you ask the right questions, you'll find the truth. I can sit and listen to them talk and know the truth. I can listen to my grandchildren after they get out of
That's
school
because
and I'm
you're
driving them
listening.
home. I know everything.
You're listening with this. You're listening with your heart. Okay, not just your head. That's the problem that
Oh,
we
for
have with our
sure.
system, is they
That's
only look at
big
the
time.
paperwork and they don't look at the child as a human being. That's where the
Situation or the environment or anything that's relevant.
I know they should care about the child.
Well, and there's, I mean, I'm not only for children. I'm for, there's young people out there that are just starting out, and they get involved with some idiot, and the next thing you know, their whole life is ruined. If
Yeah.
you can't at least be a part of their life and kind of at least say, hey, I'm almost 70. I've been around. I kind of know a few things.
Yeah. Well, can I ask you a
I can help you
question?
miss that problem.
When you were a
Uh-huh.
kid and
Yeah.
you lied to your
Yeah.
parents, or you took something that wasn't yours, what happened?
Let me tell you something. That was the first that when I lied to my father. Okay. I'm in Peach Orchard, Missouri, little 3-year-old, 2-year-old, my brother. And we lied to my dad about something that was pretty, it wasn't what we did. It was what we lied. I
Yeah.
got my mom and my sister watched me and my brother. We were like 3 and 2. Dad jerked our pants down with a belt and tore our butts up. I mean, it wasn't just like 1, 2, 3. It was just whoop your ass till you quit crying,
Mm-hmm.
basically. And he was just, man. But he didn't beat me over the head and on the back and on the front and, my
Was on your
butt.
ass.
I got
Was
what
on
I,
your
you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's and kids don't get that no more. Some kids you can work with a timeout. My granddaughter, we worked with a timeout. She'd be like we beat her. Some
Yeah.
kids will basically give you the middle finger and take off.
I remember when I was little, I don't remember exactly how old I was. I think I was 6 or 7, I think. From I remember. And my older sister was like 11 or 12. And we were out in my grandpa's shed, and he shoot horses for a living. So, okay. So all his stuff's expensive, and he needs it to pay his bills, right? So we're out there and we're getting his tools out, and we're out there just digging around, doing dumb shit. Then we open up his feed barrels with his sweet corn and stuff for his team of horses that he uses when he does his
Uh-oh.
work. And next thing I know, we hear click, clack, clunk, and he shut the door on us and locked us into the barn.
Uh-oh.
He left us in there overnight. We could hear
Hey,
rats and other things going on, and he told us that we will never go in there again, I bet, and get into his stuff and mess with it. And we cried and cried all night long, but we never did. We never went in again. I never went in that barn. So
If you
we
learn
learned
a
a lot.
lesson,
He didn't have to lay a
if you
hand
learn
on
a
us.
lesson, yeah, if you learn a lesson though when you're young,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't really have to be repeated much.
No.
Trust me. My
You
dad
see,
didn't have
right
to whoop
here
me
on
no
my
more.
chest, right here, I got a line of little white scars. They go straight across like that. And I put makeup on them and try to cover them up because I think they look terrible. But a long time ago, because every summer we would stay with my grandpa and he would, let us ride his horses and do that kind of stuff. But there was this one paint mare that he had. She was mean, 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 mean. She would throw her head back and try to knock you off of her and stuff. I mean, she was mean. And so my little sister wouldn't ride her because my grandpa wouldn't let her get on because he was afraid she'd get hurt. So he'd make me do it. And he had strapped her neck down so she couldn't throw her head back and knock me off, but she would rear up and stuff and buck.
Yeah.
So since I was a better rider than her, I remember I was riding her around and he would say, now when she do rear her head back like that, you hit her over the top of the head with that little bar he had, this like bamboo shoot thing. He said, and you tell her no, whatever, like that, and you be stern with her because she has to know you're the boss or whatever. And boy, I did that a couple of times, and next thing I know, she started bucking, and I flew off forward, and I landed on the barbed wire fence, and I got
Girl. Oh my
scars,
God.
and I was hanging on there. But I was just hanging there, and I was all cut up. So I have scars all over my arms, my back, and my chest
Wow.
from hanging on a barbed wire fence. But I learned.
Being hung on the barbed wire fence.
Yeah, I was
remember
hung
when
on
I was
it.
a kid on a horse, there was one that didn't have a saddle or anything. It was like a pony. And I walked out there and I climbed up on it, and that thing just took off running. I was about 4, you know. I
Yeah.
grabbed that sucker around the neck. That sucker was heading straight for some sticker bushes, man. I was going, oh God. But he stopped, and then I jumped off.
Yeah, we had a Shetland pony that did not like us riding it, and it, every time I almost hated it because we'd hit that hard ground, and man, it didn't feel good, and he just didn't like to be ridden. Very
Yeah, my
temperamental.
grandpa, he said he toned her down, and I remember my mother talking to him on the phone because we just go see him in the summer because we were in the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking to him on the phone. She said, "Well, what'd you do to calm her down?" He said, "I bred her to a donkey." So she had this little mule following around going, "Eeyaw, eeyaw," all the time. And I know it drove her nuts, but after we went back, she was a lot more gentle and stuff. And I guess having a baby changed her, but that's how he got himself a couple mules. The mules will protect your other horses and stuff from
Right.
coyotes and
They're
stuff.
bad. They're bad news, man. They'll protect them from a lot of things. The mules will.
But yeah,
Mess with
that mule was he had it pulling a wagon around or whatever he needed. So he used his horse. They were work horses, all my grandpa's horses, except the one he gave me. He finally gave me a horse, and I trained her to barrel race.
Oh, you got a horse.
Yeah, she was beautiful.
You were special, weren't you?
Yeah, I love that horse.
What little girl would not want a pony, a little horse? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
And if your grandpa was able, I bet it gave him more joy than anything in the world.
Yeah, he was a good grandpa.
Would me, I know that. If I gave something to one of mine, I'd be happier than them, probably.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, I sure miss them.
Portugal.
Well, you know what when I think of the dead, okay, which is, the passed on, let's put it that way, I don't know if you've seen that movie, The Shack, that came out years ago, but in that he's thinking about his father, and he's like, why? And he's being shown by God, his father.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I can't remember if it was the best of situations with him or not or anything. I think it was a kind of a misunderstanding, and they kind of made it right there. But it's like, why is it glowing? And he's like, well, when you think of that departed person, they light up. And I'm thinking, when I think of my dad who's passed on, or my grandmother, or someone like that, I'm like, yeah, you're taking note. I'm thinking about you. You know,
Mhm.
uh, it's kind of like that Clarence little bell about every angel gets their wings. Um, I'm like, that's a neat thought that when you think about your departed the ones, they light up and they're like, ooh, you make a connection with them, that earth heaven connection. That spirit touching spirit that I'm thinking about you and I love you. And we're connected. By the light of God. And I love that.
Yeah, and my mother always told us that my grandmother was like our guardian angel. That type of thing is what she always said.
Hmm.
That they come and check on you and make sure everything is going good. Good night, Bone.
Good night, Bone. Bone, Happy New Year, everybody. See y'all later. I'm going to bed. I have to wake up early. Yeah, he's got to go to work.
What a bummer, man.
Yeah, what a bummer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to bed here in a little bit. My foot's starting to hurt because I've been sitting here for a little while. I got to get up
Yeah,
and
that
walk around.
Well,
that
don't
that
sit
might
on
be
your
why.
foot, can it?
Well, no, I'm not sitting on my foot. I got it propped up, but I hurt my ankle and I had to have a procedure on Monday. I posted a
Girl, I
picture
hope
on my ex of my leg wrapped up.
You got
But
my sympathy vote.
so
girl, take it easy. Hope
plus
they
I'm gonna
treat you
try to go
right.
to the gym tomorrow. Not overdo myself, but
Mm-hmm.
still go and start getting back into working out. We're going to be doing the movie on Sunday, The Big Lebowski. Have you guys seen that?
I've heard of it. No, I
I've
have
never
not.
seen it either. So we
Right,
always invite everyone to come to my Discord and watch the movie with us if they want to
right
see it.
now, I'm watching Dead Zone, which the TV series. Oh, there's Sabrina. Her feet weren't hurting that bad.
Hello.
Hey, Sabrina.
Yeah, all right. So hold on. I've got to mute for a second.
Oh, she's still on the phone.
Still on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah. But I hate to have to leave, but man, my foot's really throbbing, so I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to.
hers are hurting too.
Well,
We're
I had a
sorry.
I was on
procedure
the
on
phone.
Monday, so
Sabrina, say bye to Janet. Janet's leaving.
I hope your procedure
Why?
goes well.
I got to go get my pajamas and stuff on. I had one of my ankles was swelling up. Okay. And so it kept swelling. It wouldn't, no matter what I was doing, it would, even when I'd sleep with my feet up all night, it would still be swollen.
Right.
So my doctor sent me to a vein specialist to have it looked at and found out that I had a vein that was going down with the one that would push the blood down to your feet. Was faulty, that all the valves weren't working, so the blood wasn't going back up. It was just sitting in my foot.
Oof.
Ew,
Causing swelling.
cool and gross and painful.
Yeah, but so I had a procedure where they stuck a needle in there above my knee and they injected some kind of foam in there, and you could see it on the sonogram go down to my ankle and spread out and stuff. It's really gross looking, but then they had to wrap it really tight with this huge ace bandage to pressure on that vein so to push the blood out of that vein and try to collapse it and push it into other veins that are healthier so that could make the blood go back up.
And you had that done recently?
Yeah, I just had it done on Tuesday.
Wow.
And that's why I'm hurting.
You will probably wear those lovely compression hose.
Yeah, I have them. It's in thigh high. It goes up way up.
Yes.
Right.
Do you have the zipper ones? Because those are the most uncomfortable.
No, I didn't get a zipper one, but man, I didn't think I was going to get it on because it's swollen already and it hurt. And I had my fingers all in there. trying to get it
What
on.
you do is you put a little bit, okay, this is going to sound like really stupid, but wash your compression hose like every day, hand wash them, let them air dry for a little bit, and
Yeah.
then put them in a Ziploc bag with some talcum powder. And you take that. So here's our invisible plat bag. We've put some talcum powder in there with our compression hose. We zipped it, and then and it helps get. Now you want to turn your compression hose inside out so that the talcum powder gets in there. You take the shit, and then you unroll them, and then you have easier to get on because they're coated with
Well,
that talcum powder.
I
Right
had
Kind of like
on,
shake.
huh?
already had. I use whipped coconut oil from the baking aisle already on my skin every
Mm.
day.
Mhm.
So I just put that on really good, and then I got them on. It was really tight, but it didn't seem like it would be. It could have been a lot harder. But
Oh
Mhm.
it,
no, the talcum powder does help with them because they are weird and they are a pain in the butt. Do not
but
put
yeah,
baking soda.
they're not so bad though. When I put that one hose on, it felt better around my ankle than the actual ace bandage. It was so tight, I thought my foot was going to fall off. So
Yeah. And mine's plantar fasciitis in both legs,
oh,
but my
that
right
sucks.
tonight is giving me so much pain.
Mhm.
And they're like, "Well, we can give you um
Have you
not
ever tried
neuron
wearing high-heeled tennis shoes?
what?"
Okay, this is what happened to me. I don't have them in here with me, but I'll have to show them to you. When I got plantar fasciitis, I would walk on my tiptoes a lot because I put the pressure on my toes and not on my heel, and my arch
Yeah.
wouldn't rub. So what happened was I was in Dallas and I was at some shoe barn or something, and I saw some high heel black tennis shoes. And I bought them and I put it on. I was like, holy shit, my feet don't hurt. So every time I start to get it, I put those on and wear them around the house and do laundry and everything. And it makes a huge difference. I'll have to send you a
No,
picture.
Good.
And they zip up
I
on the
do the
side.
extra. They're telling me to get these Kabu or Cabo shoes.
Yeah, Cabo.
Starts with a
Mhm.
Kuru, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you want to get these? You want to get this?" I wear the inserts, the ones that are designed for plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, they didn't help me.
No,
Mm-mm.
no, and it's so painful. And everybody's like, "Oh, it doesn't hurt that bad."
Oh, it
And
hurts.
then
You know,
they were going to give
they
me
got
this.
one. They got one.
They got one what?
Whatever's hurting you. Yeah, everything hurts
Oh, they
worse.
had it before and they said, no, it doesn't hurt as bad as you act like it does. Have they had it?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they
they
didn't. Their
don't
mother
think they
did.
had it.
Oh,
And I'm like,
They don't
your
know.
mother takes a diabetic neuropathy pill to help with her pain and hers.
yeah.
I refuse to.
Hmm.
And I forget what it's called, but I won't take it. And it's a diabetic neuropathy. It's for neuropathy. But they're
Hmm.
like, oh, this will help. I won't take it. I have a full script of it and I won't take it
Hmm.
What is
Yeah.
it?
because it makes you sleep for like 12 hours.
Yeah. They gave
Demerol?
me two
Yeah, I'll take
Valium
Demerol.
that I took right before the procedure. I'd never taken it before. And I was pretty,
Woo!
I was out.
Yes.
Slept
Feeling
for
pretty
almost 2 days
good.
afterward.
Feeling great,
So
man.
it was really strong for me, something I've never
Yeah.
used.
There's another one. I won't take Valium and I won't take Vicodin.
Hmm.
I won't take them. They make me no. I need to be in charge of my capacities, my mental
You
capacities.
can't control yourself if you take it. Oh, okay.
Well,
But
before I
your
leave, I
foot
want to
is
show you
feeling
something
better.
real quick.
Uh, yeah. That is a beautiful picture.
Hi, Tank. Hey,
So
Emmett.
thing.
It's good to see you. And Bone was in the house before you came in, Sabrina.
What?
Bone was in here before you came
Who?
in the chat.
Well, why
Bone.
did he leave?
Well, read that. Let's see. I'm going to bed. I have to wake up early, go to work.
Oh.
Yeah, he was the
And who
one
was
that
that again?
he was the Bone, Bone. He was the one that gave me the $50 on my campaign for Christmas.
Ah. You know,
Oh,
sometimes I have a hard time with names.
yeah. Repeat after
Okay.
me.
Yes.
Bone.
See?
Wow.
Oh, they got little zippers.
Yeah, they got zippers. But the thing is, they're so comfortable, especially if you have plantar fasciitis, and it will push your feet like this. So you're not
Mhm.
putting all the pressure on that one area of your foot.
Mm-hmm.
It will help. And then I wanted to show you this.
Okay,
this is
I'm
what
ready.
still working on right now. I'm going to get it and pick it up so you can see it. Because see, I'm sewing all of this on by hand.
Uh-huh.
I got it all pinned.
Oh, by hand.
Yeah, because I don't have a sewing machine. Remember, I was telling you that we'll sew this thick material.
Yes.
But see,
Oh.
it's out of all his old T-shirts.
Okay, hold on. Wounds will
You tell
heal.
him thank you for his service,
Blood.
okay? Tell him.
Hold it. Can you read that one to me that says wounds will
Wounds will
heal?
heal. Blood will
Hold on, I'm
something.
trying to grab it
Pride
without getting a needle in.
Hold on, guys. I got it.
Wounds will
will
heal. Blood
will.
will fade. Pride is forever.
I like that.
But he
I like that.
passed. He was a 3-star retired general
I like
in
that.
the
Tell him thank
Marines.
you for his service,
And
okay?
I made this. This is for the third one I've made out of T-shirts and sweatshirts for his other
Oh,
son.
the third one.
Yeah. And then the other side is just, other, pieces from from all the
I like
shirts.
that.
But I picked them so
And-
that trying to make them like that for each of
And
them.
you're
But
doing this
man,
by hand, correct?
my shoulders and my neck and my hands are like, just,
Oh, yeah.
from sewing this
Well,
by
thank
hand.
you for your service, Janet, in doing that.
Well, I just I just didn't realize 3 was going to be so much work. That, what I mean? One after the other after the
Is
other.
this going to be the last one then?
Yeah, this is the last one. Once I get this.
How long's it taking you to do all 3 of those?
Well,
Months.
each of them have been different. It's months and months.
Yeah.
Each one, and
I'll be right
inside,
back, guys. Just this one.
those throws that you get that say like, like from the so and so Baptist church or whatever, and they're like a woven.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a bunch of them from him, and then I put them in the middle. That's why they're so heavy and thick.
That's a smart idea,
But
and that would
the
keep
whole
it
thing
warm.
is 100% made from stuff he owned that he had. So when they use this blanket, it's their dad, And the one I made his daughter, I was so happy when I found it. I found a T-shirt when I was helping him go through the closet that one of the granddaughters had colored by hand for her. It said, "I love you, Papa," and stuff on it. I cut that out and put that in the center for the daughter because it was her daughter that colored that T-shirt for her dad, her grandpa. So it's, I just love it because it's so personal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
A personal,
Keep forever.
touch to it, which I like. And he used to ride in this every year. You've heard of this, right? The Hotter Than Hell ride in Texas. 100 miles.
Now, is that a motorcycle?
No, it's
group?
bicycles.
Oh, bicycles. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm tangled up on here.
In Texas, I bet it is hotter than hell.
Yeah, and he would ride it. He would ride in it even when he was like in his early 80s.
Mhm.
So he was in real good shape. He did really good because I think he was like 97 something when he passed. But yeah, so
Please forgive me, guys.
I thought you might have went in there to get something to show Janet real quick.
No.
but yeah, so look next time you go to a shoe place, just see if they have some and just try them on while you're in there.
A
I
shoe
guarantee
bar.
you, you're gonna and
I will
make sure
totally go. Yeah.
they're not too high because mine are only like not even 2 inches. It looks taller than it is, but
Right.
just the just right amount of and they're comfortable because they're tennis shoes for one, but it's just the right amount to put enough pressure on your toes to where it takes it off of the middle and the front part of your heel, which is perfect for it, and it works so well.
I had
Just wanted to
forgotten
show it
that
to you.
you said you were going to have that surgery. I had forgotten that you were going to
Yeah,
have
I
that
told you
done.
that I was having problems and I was nervous about it. But
Mm-hmm.
now Tuesday, I got to go back and they're going to do another ultrasound because I have to wear this compression on it for 2 weeks to try to make sure that
Yeah.
it's completely that vein just collapses and doesn't open up again. And
Right.
if it does, and it forces the other ones, then hopefully the swelling will be like hardly nothing again, like it was before. But Tuesday I go in, they're going to do another ultrasound to make sure that the foam and stuff they put in there doesn't cause me to get a clot or something. So I'm hoping
Right.
I heard
Right.
it's
that.
supposed to dissolve. My
Yeah.
body's supposed to absorb it. So, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
I have an appointment on the 9th to see a foot doctor. And I'm like, this is getting worse. I'm on concrete when I'm working my normal job,
Mhm.
and I'm on concrete, and it's so uncomfortable. So,
So you
yeah.
have an
But the
abnormal
foot,
job too?
the
Well, good
what?
luck. I hope that they help you out.
Yeah, well, this is like you know how you were saying your foot swelling and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like I'll come home and the backs of my legs are swollen, and my heels and my arches are black and blue.
Well, it's people don't realize that when you have any part that's hurting, like if it's your wrist or your fingers or your knee or your elbow, what do? You baby it, right? So you're
Yeah,
using
So you
other
compensate.
muscles and tendons to try to stop using that one, and the next thing you know, your shoulder's like, oh, I can't move my neck because you're trying to compensate for the pain in your elbow. So you
right.
cause
And I
your
had a
Overcompensation.
body
girl
to use the
actually say
muscles you
this.
don't normally use. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it hurts everywhere.
And I had a girl actually say this to me. She actually said, she goes, if you lost weight, you wouldn't have plantar fasciitis. And I was like, one of my friends is a size 3 and she has it too. It's not, it has nothing to do with weight.
Mm-mm.
It has to do with that muscle on the back of your leg. And
Mhm.
it's like I've stretched it, I've done the exercises, I've done everything that they've told me to do. And still, God, it's getting worse.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's probably because I'm on concrete and I do switch up my shoes. I
Well,
do
try it.
everything
Have
I'm
you ever
supposed
tried
to.
the high heel tennis shoes?
I'm going to try it.
I swear, I couldn't believe it when I put one of them on. I walked around the house and I was like, "Oh my God, it really helps." Now it didn't take it completely away, but I'm telling you,
Right.
the sharp stabbing pain that you get in your
Yeah.
leg and in the bottom of your heel, the front part of your heel. Oh my God,
Yeah.
it's horrible. Horrible. People don't realize how
Yeah.
bad that is. And you got to give that part of your foot time to heal. So by walking on your toes, but it's comfortable because it's a tennis shoe, you're giving that little area time to let the healing process help because you have to
Give
do
them
stuff.
high heeled sneakers because that is hilarious.
I know it is
I
hilarious, but it's right up my alley.
I have
So,
if
and it
I
worked.
and I loaned this to one of my friends. I loaned it to her and then I gave it to her. I had a purse that looked like a pizza
Mhm.
slice, and it was done with like beads and sequins. So it was gaudy and sparkly, and it was beaded, and some of the beads were hanging to make it look like cheese dropping.
Oh, I bet that was a
And it's like a silly purse. And I got this at a Goodwill for like $1.99. And this thing has been the conversation piece. So it would be like your shoes, a conversation piece. And yes, those are wild. We'll look them up. High-heeled sneakers for me. Hold on. High-heeled sneakers. I'm going to look this up, Janet.
Wait a minute, I got something else since you said that. I'm trying to get it. Give me a second. Because when you mentioned the funny handbag, I got a lot more props than this, but these are two props I knew right where they were. So, show them to you before I leave.
Okay.
Okay, look. All right. Here is one because I've used them as a prop. It's an actual coconut.
Oh my gosh, a coconut purse with a zipper that goes all the way around.
And it's got a zipper in it, so you can make this yourself. But they buffed the outside of the coconut shell. But see, because I tease sometimes, they go, "Yeah, I sometimes use it as a bra," but I don't. I just joke. But it's just funny, and I carry it around when I go to the beach and stuff. Or on a cruise because it fits right in. It's adorable, and I've had it for many, many years. I just love that. Then I have my one when I dress up. I'm a hillbilly girl, but I gotta be stylish. Armadillo purse. See,
where in the world did you find this?
Those are cool, man.
It's my little hillbilly bag. It's like
that.
Is it a real armadillo or is it carved?
No, it's a stuffed one.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's still funny.
Yeah, that's.
I got one more thing I got to grab. Hold on.
Okay,
it's right here. Okay, I got it. See, this is my my pet. I share it with everyone. His name is Stinky. Hi, baby. How are you? Oh, you miss mommy? See, it's my little.
What's a puppet? I had one of those as a kid.
Yeah, it's a pet skunk.
Yes, I had one of those as a kid.
You had a skunk?
Yeah, it's a skunk puppet.
You had a skunk puppet pet?
I had one as a kid. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
I love mine, but I got tons of stuff. I mean, holy crap, my office is filled with tons of stuff. I got everything in here.
Well, you got to have props, right?
Yeah, I got tons of them. Tons of, everything. Junk.
Yeah.
One man's junk is another man's treasure.
That's right.
My mom always said. Yeah, I've got like 60-something wigs, and I've got like, maybe almost 100 hats. Let me see if I got it. Let me set this one hat out real quick. This is why I don't like to get started because it's going to take me forever to clean up my mess. But when I went to Virginia and you saw, I made a couple videos. Let me see if I can get this to come on. You see, I had these hats, cowboy hats, and they light up.
They light up.
Cool.
Yeah, see how it's lighting up and blinking?
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Let me do this one.
Oh my gosh, it blinks.
Yeah.
It does. Where in the world do you find these things?
I mean, I just took them. I took one of each because the guys had black hats and the girls had white, and we were wearing them at the wedding reception.
Wow, a wedding? Really?
Yeah, it was at a wedding reception.
That's hilarious.
It was so much fun. But yeah, I got and see it could change it. See, it does different. Solid. and then you can turn it off. Yeah, isn't that neat?
That's pretty
That's
neat.
real cool.
That is wild. I like that.
But yeah, I've got tons of hats. I've got so much stuff.
So what are you gonna fix to eat? Because usually you eat and then you go to bed. What are you gonna fix to eat?
I don't know.
Grilled
I'm
cheese.
gonna have to go dig in the fridge, find something. Probably have some grapes and some blackberries and stuff tonight.
There you go.
Something like that.
I was
That sounds
thinking
good,
grilled
actually.
cheese, grilled
And
cheese
a
and a
glass
little
of
soup.
milk, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I love milk. I have so many people that say you wouldn't have allergies if you didn't drink milk. Milk
Shoot.
is so bad for
What?
you. It's got so many bad things. It's got pus in it and blood in it. And I said, hey, I grew up every summer I went to a farm and I helped my grandpa milk a cow and I drink it right from the cow.
I grew up, man, picking my stuff out of the garden. Don't tell me what's good and bad. I've
Me
been eating
too. I used to
McDonald's
we used to have
life,
to
and then they
hoe
tell me,
beans, snap peas. My grandpa
"Yeah,
even planted
that's
2 rows
mom,
of
yeah."
cotton because he wanted us to know what it was like to pick cotton. Us girls.
No, I didn't have to plant that. The people that owned the place that let us stay on the house, they had a cotton field. We worked in it. I
Yeah.
picked all day for a silver quarter.
I found the sneakers on the Amazon.
You did?
You probably
Awesome.
won't be able to see it. No, you're not. You guys aren't going to
No,
be able to
it's
see it. I'm so
too
sorry.
And
bright.
how
But
much?
good, I'm
How
glad
much
you
are
found
they?
some.
It's
Pretty
cheaper
good.
than the fur coat. They're $49.99.
Yeah.
They're cheaper than the fur coat.
But I have
And they
white
come in
ones and I
silver.
have black ones. And the reason I bought them is because when I dress up as April with my yellow, jumpsuit with the white belt and everything and the red wig, I have to wear the white high heel tennis shoes with it. And then I have a microphone and all that stuff. So,
Mhm.
I have different stuff for different outfits and everything. So whatever. But that's why I had it. But I just thought one day, when I stood up on my tiptoes and was walking around the kitchen, I go, it hurts less when I'm on my tiptoes, but boy, your feet get tired and your
Yeah.
legs get tired walking like that, So then I went,
Have you done the shots?
try some heels on and see. So then I said, oh, these are comfortable. I'll put these on. And I started walking around. I was like, hell yeah, this is 10 times better. So that's why I started wearing them. And my feet
So
got
have you?
better quicker.
Yeah, and I'm going to try that. But have you tried the shots
Mm-mm.
for the players? Okay, they
Never did
stick
that.
Nobody's sticking no needle in my foot.
needles in your feet and give you shots.
Well, I get shots every
And-
week for my allergies in my arm. So
Really?
Well, that's
Okay,
good.
yeah,
dude, this is like okay. I okay. It feels like
is it cortisone?
Yeah, and it feels like I men cover your ears. It feels like when you've had a really bad urinary tract infection. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like that
Oh, so
intense
that's only for women,
pain.
huh? Men can't get those.
Very painful. Yeah.
Okay.
I've
Yeah,
had
but
a
for
flu
women, it's
shot
very
in
painful.
in my knee before and in my lower back when I hurt my back of cortisone. So
They
Yeah,
ain't
see, I
sticking
get it in
no
my
it's not in my
knees.
feet.
I get it
They're
in my
not sticking
knees.
no needles
but-
in my knees. This thing happened.
But yeah, I
Oh.
really do have to go. But thanks you guys for letting me hang out for a little bit.
Oh, you're welcome.
But
I love talking with
Glad to have
you.
you, Janet.
You're nice.
you will
Talking
die
to
if I ever get to sit with you and just pull stuff out. It just starts showing you my costumes, and I mean, I've got so much stuff. Look
I
at
would
tons.
have fun doing that. Where do you live again?
I live in Arkansas,
Oh God. Okay, so
in the
technically you
Ozarks,
probably live.
Hillbillyville. That's what I tell people, because that's what it looks
So you
like.
live about 6.5, 7 hours away. Okay.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
I'm
You
going to be
live across- you
driving.
live across the
I'm
street
going to have
from
to drive
Rex. Did you know that?
87 miles to go to my first jury pool thing in Little Rock at the federal courthouse. That's how far I have to drive.
Wow.
Oh my
So
God.
if I get
And
picked, they're
that's
going to
for-
put me up in a hotel.
That's for jury
Wow.
duty.
Yeah, for federal court though. because
Oh, that's
normally if you do
different.
just
Yeah.
regular jury duty, it's just in your county, right? But
Yeah.
this is federal, so I got to drive all the way to Little Rock to
Little
the
Rock.
federal court.
Yeah. That'd be about 2.5 hours for me, I
Yeah,
think.
so you probably won't be in there. I'm sure they only pick people within probably 100 miles around,
Right.
something like
Right. And
that.
I'm glad of that. I guess maybe all the federal stuff goes through Little Rock, huh?
Well, we
It
don't have
being
a
the
big enough
capital.
state really to
Yeah.
have more federal buildings. So we don't have enough people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
2
that's
million.
why you're on the pool. You're in the jury pool for a whole month. It's not
Yeah.
just one time. I know
Right.
people
Oh,
that
so you're
live like,
going up. So sorry. So you're going to be there for probably a week
well, what
waiting to
will
get
happen
picked.
is that I have to call the number. They tell you to call this number on the 11th. It's the first time I have to call. It's first thing in the morning on the 11th. I have to call, and if they say that they have a court, date on the next day or 2 days later, then
Uh-huh.
I've been called. Then I have to show up and park somewhere where it's legal to park. They go to the
They're gonna
courthouse and
pick.
sit around and wait until they draw my name. Now, if they don't draw my name, then I'll get to go home and I'll get paid, but I still got to drive 80 something miles back home.
Are they
Right.
paying for your mileage, those too?
No, they're not. They only pay you $50 a day.
That's
Wow.
BS.
Yeah. That's Arkansas.
But if I get picked, they'll pay for my hotel room, but that doesn't mean they're going to buy me food and everything unless I'm sitting in court.
So really,
I'll
you
get-
could lose money on this deal. It's your civic
Yeah,
duty.
probably.
Yeah.
But to me, I've never done it. And I
Right.
have been in a jury pool for regular court, for your county, but I haven't ever been called
Right.
for federal. So it'd be interesting. What if I get
She
some really
likes
good case
new
that has something to do
experience.
with all this shit that's going on right now? Wouldn't that be neat to get
Mm.
interviewed and
Jen,
stuff
you like
afterward?
new experiences. Yeah, you like new experiences.
I mean, I want to try it. Honestly, think about it. What if one of you were arrested for a federal crime and you had to have a jury? Wouldn't you want someone like me that's willing to go drive that far, sit there, listen, and be as honest as possible with the evidence? I would. I'd hope I'd have at least one of me on a jury to give me a break and hopefully
Especially
get
if
a
I was
chance.
innocent. Especially
Yeah,
if I wasn't.
well, I'm
criminal.
pretty sure if it was in you, you would be innocent. But that doesn't mean you won't get accused of some crime. You
Sure.
see what I
For
mean?
sure.
And everyone, what's sad is everybody says, I can help you get out of it. And I'm like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
if everyone does it, how does
No.
anybody get a fair trial? If you think about it, it's terrible.
I
We
think
were
they're full of
watching.
it.
I had
too.
to sit. I've been called for jury duty once,
Mhm.
and this was in another county that I don't live in, that I used to live in. And they didn't ask the females, they only asked the males. They're like, do you work in the automotive industry? They never ask any of us females.
Mhm.
And they picked these three guys, and they picked five of us women and these four guys. I forget but
Yeah.
they picked these men that were stupid about cars, and they assumed that the women didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And so they were doing this, and I'm like, "Hey, that doesn't." And they're talking, and this guy is talking about, oh, da 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 da, transfer casings, and it's like, those don't come on a Ford Probe. Those don't come on this car. This girl was suing because this guy allegedly fixed her car, and she went to stop at a stop sign, and her brakes did not engage, and the front end did not.
I'll be
The
back.
front end somehow snapped,
Bye, Janet.
and she went through and hit somebody.
Hmm.
It's terrible.
And she was suing them for the work because she's like, I stopped my brakes. My brakes da 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 da. And so they were suing the guy that fixed the car, and he did a really bad job of it. I mean, he was up there with his lawyer. And I'm like, this doesn't sound right. And they gave us notepads. And originally I was drawing like stupid shit on my notepads, like, stick figures and clothing and stick figures like dancing and, not really paying attention until he said something and the girl's lawyer was really young and didn't know anything. I'm like, this guy's a damn liar. And then we went in for our thing, and I was like, everything that guy said about her car was a lie. And they're like, huh? And I was like, Ford probes don't have manual front end suspensions. I was like, that Ford probe is an automatic. It's a front wheel. This is not a front wheel. It's a rear wheel. It's this. It's this. Everything he's saying is a lie. I should know. I hate those cars.
So they started
And
looking at it and figured out that
you,
that was true, and that couldn't
well,
be possible.
well, everything he was saying was a lie. It was bull. And all the work he did, he said she had hydraulic brakes and he redid the hydraulics and he did this. Those cars don't have hydraulics brakes.
Yeah.
They don't.
So
And I'm like, you
basically, she
idiot.
won then.
Yeah, she won, but the other jurors were like looking at me like I'm an idiot. And I finally looked at this one guy and I was like, look, I'm going to tell you something. I was like, you're in this industry, right? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, this is my name. This is my last name. As in this. My family owns this business. Do you think I would have knowledge? And I was like, considering the fact I've been raised around this business all my life. And the guy
Yeah.
looks at me and he goes, oh God.
I
Yeah.
guess they didn't think about that when they got you to be on the jury, huh?
No, because they never
'Cause
asked
you
me if
were
I
a
had
woman.
automotive knowledge.
Yeah, because you were a woman.
Right. They asked me who I voted for in the last election. And I said, I don't want to talk about that because I'm embarrassed by my choice.
Yeah. But the thing
Yeah.
is,
So
that's what they do, though. See that the one question I was asked when I finally got up there, they said, "Do you have anyone in your family currently serving in the Arkansas State Prison?" And I had to say yes, because my niece was molested by her uncle.
oh no.
So I had to testify and say, yeah. And they said, well, you should have said no because they're not married anymore. They're divorced. I go, but they were married at the time when I went in to do it. And if I would have lied, then they could have had the whole case thrown
Yeah.
out saying that I lied to get on the jury. So I told the truth. And I tell everybody, it doesn't matter how stupid or little it seems, don't lie about anything when you're being
Oh yeah. Like,
asked those
have you
questions.
ever been pulled over? Have you ever been the before I went in for this, they asked me, like, have you ever been pulled over in this county and received a ticket? Yes. What was your ticket? In one city, in one town near where I used to live, the speed limit is 29 miles per hour, not 30, 29. And this is how the city was able to get new sewage systems, new everything, because their speed limit is 29 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Everywhere else in the state, it's 30. The city did this. The city and the outside of the city did this. So instead of it being 45 miles per hour as you're leaving, it's 44.
Mhm.
And instead of 10 miles through a certain area, it's 9. So it's like they did this. They got so many people with these tickets. And
Because
I
most
get
people will just
told,
write a check. They don't want to go to court, so they just write a check. So it's an
yeah,
easy way to make money. To think about it.
yeah, and it's the best way. They got a new water system. They got a brand new fire truck. I mean, they got, like, 'cause people like me, it's 30, it's 29, it's 30. I'll go 35 through here. I won't get a ticket. Yeah, I got 2 tickets in a month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can believe it. But well,
yeah,
you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Speed
yes,
trap.
Thanks a
and
lot.
See you,
be
Janet.
safe.
Have a good
Bye.
Bye, bye, guys. Sorry, I should have said bye-bye, Janet, not guys, but I'm sorry. Hey, hold on 1 second. I've got to mute my mic.
And Rex,
Huh?
how you been, brother? Been doing all right?
Yeah, I've been doing good. I mean, woke up, wrote a
Yeah,
little bit.
my brother sent me all his pictures of his partying over the New Year's. I just chilled at the house myself. Did a little work here and there.
Yeah. I woke up and I mean, it seems like a lifetime already. Put a updated the campaign, or maybe that was yesterday. Was that yesterday? Because I think I talked about
Yeah,
that on the last
you
draw
told me
stream.
about it yesterday. Unless you did
Yeah.
some more.
I woke up writing. I know that. I think I pretty much slept
How
before
long
the
did your
draw
stream
stream.
last?
Huh?
How long did your stream last? My power went out on me.
Yeah, your power went out. We knew that. We figured that
After
out.
5 hours, the 5.5 hours, I hung around
We
pretty
went
good.
7 hours and 12 minutes. Almost 13 minutes. Yeah. Over 7 hours. A lot of people watching and have watched it, afterwards. I think we had about 125. It's at like 131 in the last,
Cool.
in the draw stream after that, 111. So it's picking up. You really do things. I'm decided to draw this character because it's one of Bog's spore there.
I like it.
So
I like
I'm
characters
doing him.
look like
I'm
that.
doing him on Pizza Round.
Oh, I got you.
Mm-hmm. Trying to make him look a little bit more malevolent. You want to show what you're working on? We lost Sabrina, but maybe she'll be back.
Okay. Hold on just a second.
Do 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 do. Here she is.
Well,
About that.
I'm working on several things. That's one I was just working on right then.
Mm-hmm.
Got this one going.
Cool.
I got this one going.
Yes, but you're over analyzing to the point that it's stressing me out.
Who is? And I finished this completely.
Ooh. Go into all the world. Okay, right.
Yeah, this is for Faith Rider Mike at my church. We got a
Now,
bit
see, I
large.
like that one.
He said he liked it too. And I've been working on this one.
Your dog, Honey.
Yeah.
It's a puffy.
Actually, she's
It's
4 years old.
4-year-old dog. Yeah.
I've had her 4 years now. She's probably 5. Oh well, come February I'll have her 4 years.
Yeah. January 26th, I will have had Abby for 13 years.
Oh my
Pretty
gosh.
awesome.
Because she was like
Pretty awesome.
3 months old when she was brought to me. Basically, after she was weaned a while.
Took her a while to get used to it, but she finally settled down.
Sure.
Man, she took off a few times. She was a runner, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, Abby was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was full of energy. Tell you what, those 13 years have slipped by real quick.
Oh, you blink your eye, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Basically, as long as I've been working at Vector, you know,
Yeah.
because I just completed 13. Knocked
Still
my
there,
audio.
Rick?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, my pizza round went in the floor and hit the wiring there.
Oh no.
What did you say? The pizza round what?
My artwork, the pizza round that I'm working on, right?
Uh-huh.
Split up and hit the wiring, and it muted me for a second.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry, but I have to keep muting myself.
Okay. Not if you tell them to F off and don't call you again tonight. Just a suggestion.
They won't stop.
Okay. Put them on the phone with me. They'll stop. You know, you have a choice, but whatever. What do I know?
All I know is if your phone's in the other room, you're not even gonna know it's ringing.
There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Unless it's important and you want it there with you, then I can understand why she took it, and that's okay.
Okay, so like sometimes my aunt will call me if she needs something instead of yelling from one end of the house to the other.
Right.
But my ex is giving me crap about, oh, 950 a month isn't that much for a car payment.
Shoot. Okay, if you
Buddy,
make it, sure, I guess.
that's more than my freaking mortgage.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
Crazy idiot.
consider the source.
Yeah, I was telling him that this is what I put. I've looked online for something that I would like. It's not flashy, it's something I know is going to last me. My payments would be 950 a month. I can't afford that at this time.
I
I
heard
would
that.
never
I never
afford that
could
much.
ever.
Yeah, I would never get
I,
that much.
I
Forget
ain't
that.
never
No,
paid nine hundred
it's
fifty
like
dollars a month for a car. Never. Not
it,
unless you got a daggum Cadillac or some Corvette
I
or
wouldn't want a
something.
Cadillac. I
Well,
hate
what
those
kind of
things.
car are you getting for $950 a month, girl?
My
What?
God.
What kind of car are you getting
What
for
would I
nine
get?
fifty a month? Yeah, what are you gonna get for $950 a month?
It was a 2020 truck.
What? That wasn't
A
even a new vehicle?
2020 truck.
Well, then you ought to get something else, okay?
That's his
'Cause
advice.
that's
Wow.
ridiculous.
And with everything
She
I
knows that.
do, trucks don't work out well.
I just tell whoever it is I ain't paying jack for nothing for it. If you want it, you buy it. but I ain't getting it, and I ain't paying for it. So you take that to the bank and smoke it.
Genius. Real men of genius.
That's us, man. We got a solution for everything. All you got to do is ask.
I don't know about that, but it sure sounds like it. Know something about everything.
No, I can't say that.
Sometimes the
Some
best
things I do know
opinion,
about. Some
sometimes the
things I
best
do.
opinion is not to have one.
Really?
Pick your battles. Welcome to
Well,
the
that's
show,
what's
Tank Ferret.
Hey,
Hey,
thank you
Tank.
very much. Hey, Rex, how you
up,
doing?
T.
I hope
Happy
you
New
weren't
Year,
sitting back
everybody.
there too
Look
long.
at you, man.
Hey,
Oh,
Tommy.
no, not at all. Hey,
Cool.
Elsie. Hey, Sabrina.
Okay. You doing okay?
Oh,
You
yeah,
got new
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
So,
Correct. What I was
Yeah.
saying was, hear anything Elsie was saying.
You didn't hear anything Elsie was saying?
Rex would say that's probably a pretty good thing.
I was trying to explain something, and I could not understand Elsie at all. Like it
Okay.
was like muffled or muted.
Well,
Well, that's by me.
that might be on your end because I'm not doing it. I mean,
It's not on
got
my
the,
end.
it's not on your end. Okay. Well, maybe my crap internet. I don't know.
It'll be all right.
But I'm
Don't
sure
worry.
Elsie would repeat it if you wanted him to.
If I could remember what I was talking about, yeah.
Sure. I'd gladly help him out.
I'm sure
Getting him
you
out
would.
to a hill of beans, but sure, we could chew that cabbage again. Go down that dark road.
No, I want some fresh cabbage. I don't want the same old crap.
Just like that statement there. Wow.
Well,
Waste of
you the
breath.
one talking about cabbage.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
Oh yeah.
You know how things just run through your head, Tank, from time to time?
I try not to, but yeah, it happens.
Yeah, right then that commercial of Kit Kat was running through my mind.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me up. Just break me in half. Damn.
I am so sorry that I am so spoiled and so selfish that I would not drive something that I know for a fact is going to break down at 60,000 miles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Can
I
you
am so
under,
selfish because I want something that's going to set high up, a little higher up on the road so that I can see over things.
well,
And
Right.
what kind of
that's
rippy truck
what
is it?
it was. A Toyota Tundra, not a Tacoma. It was a Tundra I was looking at. And the payments are ridiculous.
Yep.
Wow,
And even
man,
the
I
price
bought
doesn't.
no. I got a 2020 Toyota, man. Mine wasn't even half that. Come on, man.
No, and the
Toyota
price isn't jiving right.
Yeah,
Tundra.
that
No.
sounds like they're trying to take you for a ride and not a good one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Tell them you ain't going. Tell them you ain't going.
Like 900. Okay. So they said, well, because your credit's not good, we're going to have to put you at this. So your payments are going to be 965 a month. I'm like, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
I said, no, they're not. I'll talk to you later. And if you start walking out, everything changes. If they want to sell it, they'll be trying to talk you back in there.
Yeah. Hold
I
on.
hope you find something. My sister's been looking for her new vehicle. since hers broke down, so she can come see me for one reason. One,
Weren't you supposed to come and see me like back in October and
yeah,
then in
but
November?
yep. And
Yep, and
my
then in
sister was
December.
supposed to. My sister sprung that on me. Uh, to come see me, but then her, you know,
Yes.
waiting on her to get a vehicle so she can come see me first. She hasn't been able to find anything yet. So, playing the waiting game.
I can dig it.
My friend just messaged me and said, "Are you doing your nighttime affirmations?" And I'm like, "No, because they don't work."
Hmm.
Well, I said, what are you talking about?
Did you take your medication? Just to remind you. Hey, baby. I guess that's a yes. Goodness, baby. Hey there, you
Thank
need to go out?
you. Yourself.
Big yawn. It's a big yawn. Hello.
See what's going on.
No, not a whole lot.
Goodness. I have to go outside then.
Alrighty.
Be careful.
I don't know if that's
Well, very
pixelated or
cool.
what.
Oh, it's a little pixelated.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
my
your whole
But
life.
it's
camera
still
is.
very cool.
I will be right back. Yeah, I'm doing this character here, just so you know. Spore?
So,
I think that came in focus, but I could be wrong. And I'm going to take my hacking dog outside
Alrighty.
so she can use the bathroom real quick. Mm-hmm.
gotta take care of Abigail.
Can't believe that. Yeah, I got to take care of her. Doing that for 13 years almost.
Oh,
It's your
good
child,
doggo.
man. You gotta take care of your child. Shoot. I know that's what mine is.
Yep. Essentially.
Part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And they're basically helpless. If you don't feed them, you don't take care of them, not good things happen to them.
It's true.
Now you can overtake care of them. I think that's what I do. Over worry about all kinds of stuff with my dog, but I don't care. You know, I talk to her like she's my kid. Crazy, but anybody that's got a close pet understands. If it unless they have one, they just throw it outside and forget about it. I know people like that.
Yeah.
I ain't never been like that. If I was
No,
gonna have
me
one
either.
inside with me, then I didn't want it.
Right?
I mean, and that ain't no life for nobody to be living out in the yard all your life.
No. It's
They
just no way to live.
they say if you go outside, especially if your dog's a short hair, you go outside and it's cold, they're as cold as you are, even if you got a coat on.
Yep, that's true. If you're cold, they're cold.
And just remember that whenever you get cold, they're cold too. They're just as cold as you. And so, you got to keep, you know, my dog. I just don't put my dog outside and just come back an hour later. I have to supervise my animal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want nothing happening because she's liable to do anything. That dog would dig a hole. She's caught more. She's caught more moles than you could think of. I guarantee if she wanted out of that fence, all she'd have to do is about 5 good seconds of her digging, and she'd be out. But
Yeah.
she don't want out. She's got it made here. She's a rescue. She really appreciates it. I purchased some boxers and I really liked them, but I said I'm not going to pay no more money for no dog anymore. Not when there's that many that need help, need a home.
Yeah, all my pets are rescues.
Yeah, I love, and ever since I rescued that was the way it was from then on. Because them dogs are so more, they seem to be great. That's the way it seems to me. They're real
Yeah,
happy that they were rescued.
yeah. We didn't even plan on getting a dog, but man, we got word that one of our neighbors went to go get a dog off of a Facebook neighborhood, message board. Went out there, and there were 5 medium-sized dogs in a single medium-sized kennel, and they were basically standing room only,
Oh
and
man,
they were in their own filth. And so we activated the community and got all of them homes, and we brought one of them home.
start to say, man, I'd be calling some animal control.
Yeah, unfortunately, animal control in this town won't do anything. They
Well,
don't
they'll do it
care,
around here, buddy. They'll come in on you like the SWAT team.
right? And that's the right
My,
answer, though.
I'm telling you, my daughter and her husband, they, I don't like them, but they uh, breed serpents. They got pythons and they got chameleons and all kinds of things.
Right.
And this guy on Facebook kept asking, her, Scotty, her husband, if he had any poisonous snakes, because he was offering some water snakes that he didn't know was illegal to even sell. He found a pregnant mama and
Oh
caught
my.
her, took her home, and they had babies, and they started selling them. Well, that guy reported Scotty because they thought he had some like poisonous snakes in there he was selling.
Oh
They
my.
come down on him like he was a daggum meth dealer, bro.
Oh my
And
goodness.
the SWAT team came down on my daughter's house with my granddaughter. Came down a
Oh,
SWAT team on them. But my daughter says, "Yeah, you can look around anything you want." They go, "You got any poisonous snakes?" She goes, "Shoot, no, man." She goes, "But I got." She had a whole bunch, but not none of them poisonous.
right.
But he did get in trouble for those water snakes. It cost him like $400
Goodness gracious. Yeah, no.
of catching a water snake out in the lake, bringing it home, and having the babies, caring for it, and all that, and then get you know basically arrested. And we're talking, man. We're not talking. This is a federal agency, man.
Yeah, no. And it's
They
just
don't
plain stupid.
exactly. I mean, that's about as stupid as okay. Well, we're not going to give y'all any water because we got to save these bugs over here. What?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay. So now bugs are more important than human beings. I got you. Or whatever they want to call it. I don't know if it's bugs or birds.
Sabrina is muted again.
Uh-oh.
She's been muted for a long time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, if I could
Rex is back in the saddle again. He's
It's riding. Slimming in the house. Hey, Slimming. Yeah.
What is up?
Yes,
Happy New
them
Year,
and the
brother.
homeless people who are out there and absolutely nothing, who have been out in the cold for longer than you, are probably colder than you, as you have just walked out of your door. I don't know what the conversation was, but
I don't either.
Oh, if it's cold outside, your pets are cold.
Oh, your dogs. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. We were talking about if if you're cold, your dog's cold.
oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's what they say. All could be an illusion for all I know.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I would like you to dance. Birthday. Take a stretch at the toe. I better go take a smoke or I'm going to lose my mind.
You still have one of those? I heard those things are dangerous.
Mines?
Yeah.
Terrible thing to waste.
I'm still looking for it. How can you waste it if you don't even got it?
So, not that I'm proud of it at all, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway.
Oh yeah, let me see. Let me see what you got.
I was working on that disaster last night. Here it is. Do, do, do. Let's see. And it's not done, but
Oh, I'm liking the way that's coming out. They look goopy. I like goopy.
yeah, well, I'll get back to it eventually. Fortunately, I didn't like it. So I thought I'd work on something different
Mm-hmm.
tonight. Give it a rest and get back to it later.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do from time to time. Just set it down, come back to it.
Oh, definitely. I do that a lot and go, oh, well, I could do this. And then,
Right.
yeah, like, definitely.
You come back with a nice, fresh perspective, and
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Even on pieces you think are done.
mm-hmm.
It's all a learning process, hopefully. Either that or you're not challenging yourself.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Oh,
we like your
goodness.
cat. Very vocal.
Yeah, no, that's the lady.
Mm-hmm. She's my lady.
Yeah, we applied for some vouchers. So, but they're first come, first serve, and they're filled up pretty early.
Yeah, that's amazing how much they want to neuter that cat. That's
It's outrageous.
crazy. That's not what I got charged for doing Abby when she was 9 years old. I waited a long time with her to do it. There was some debate with me and myself whether I was going to breed her so she wouldn't be the last of her line, or not
Right.
really the last, but the last of the original owners that had the papers, and that she came from. Her brother was about a year into life hit by a vehicle. Her mother was stolen.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, so, and the rest of the litter, I don't know. I guess, so do other clientele, mainly
My
as like
goodness.
small hunting dogs or
Okay.
small game, I guess. Best pet I've ever owned, really. Smart, opinionated, just a lot of joy. Brought me a lot of joy through the years. And it didn't hurt that we share the same birthday.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it easy to remember.
Fated and meant to be. Yeah. January 26th, I will have had her 13 years.
Wow.
It's only been in this last year that she's had like that hacking and, but I had her. That's why I took that trip to Atlanta. I would have done it anyway, but all the money basically went to her vet bills.
Right.
$1,300 or more.
Oh my goodness.
I hope I get to do it this year. I won't have that expense, hopefully, and I'll be able to shunt that to some artists to get some stuff done and get the book out.
Heck yeah.
Have you heard from John Dillard? Because he has just disappeared.
No, we don't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are not on friendly terms.
You're not.
No.
And I'm not worried about it, but
Right. No, I hope he's doing well. I mean,
yeah. Well,
I don't
I know he
hardly-
was, Doc said he was sick there for about a month or so. I don't know if it's COVID or something else or what. I don't know. Don't know. But I've been wondering, hadn't heard from him.
Understandable.
He tried to get a hold of me back in September, and I missed his DM at the time somehow. And but I had just paid him for a 2-page spread in the book, and he's still got 2 more story pages to do. Inner man story that I've been dragging my heels on. We talked it over, and one of the pages is paid for, and I was going to send him a comic book we agreed on a comic book, a certain comic book, which, he said, well, you paid me the money. Well, I didn't have the money at the time. So, but I probably will, because the value of that book went up, I probably will just wind up paying him. As long as things work out, hopefully. We can recontact. I'd like him to. I guess he's working on that Dema foot as well. I've heard.
Oh
that.
yeah, Demifoot. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just kind of wait and see on that. In the meantime, I've got Ryan James. Did you see the Ryan James piece that he did recently? Supposed to be part of we lost Sabrina. She was on the phone anyway. Maybe she'll come back. Maybe come back.
Somebody had enough of the cat and started meowing back.
I don't know if you saw this. I did this on Topic List last time.
Yeah, let me see what you got going on there.
Little
Look
Geo
at that.
where he merges his hands together into a cannon.
Okay. Neat.
Both hands into a rock cannon, sort of a magma
Right.
cannon. Yeah. Fun stuff.
Hot
Fun.
Fun.
Comics were fun.
I remember those days.
Yeah. When you have when you have I don't know if the 4 o'clock shadow works on your time schedule or not, but when you have a Friday off about that time, and maybe you don't, it will ever, I don't know.
I'll try and make it.
Okay. I'm doing Feature Friday
Oh,
now.
yeah.
And where did he send that to me? This is the dark version. Oh, he posted it. That's what it was. Let me see. I don't really use Instagram enough to figure out how to do it. Seems like. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What is this? I would like to get rid of that. Okay. I don't know if that made it bigger or not. You've seen it, Elsie, I think. Where Armored Flyer is going up against Devil Flyer there, has him kind of on his knees. It's dark. You might have to really blow it up to see it.
No, it's looking good.
I think that's the finished thing. I was kind of surprised when he said, I want to put stars and planets in the background. I was glad he only put the moon. Because he's a flat earther and doesn't believe in like a round,
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Yeah, for real. So this is going to be part of a 2-page spread because I'm doing it kind of collage style.
Mm-hmm.
With different scenes that'll be in the past, and you've seen the croc bog he did for me. That's up on the campaign for sale.
Nice.
And Dr. K, this has been put up on the campaign for sale. New character. Yeah, and I kind of know his origins now. I've been working on his story. So he might just turn out to be a good villain.
What would you enjoy that?
And you saw his 10-year bog piece, didn't you?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't think I have.
Post. Now I've received that in the mail, so I have it here. But celebrating 10 years of bog, he took different iterations of bog throughout. That's kind of cropped at the top, actually, from the original, and even at the bottom. So I don't like that cropping quite a bit. But very cool, man. And in fact, this might not even be the final thing. Now that I look at it, before it was done. But glad Brian's kind of back in the saddle, doing some stuff for me from time to time.
That's good. It's looking good.
Okay. I probably should put that one up for sale on the campaign too. But it's hard to let go of some of the pieces, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like art too. But what I was saying is, like on Feature Friday, I'm featuring different artists. Last time was George Perez. This time it'll be Garcia Lopez.
Okay.
Of course, I've got some more modern artists and stuff that's feature, and then might even do some Mike Gustovich and have him on. You know, he's
Ooh.
got a piece that he's going to be sending me here pretty soon. In the mail. The way that came about, Tank, is about 45 years ago, I subscribed to his Justice Machine magazine for 2 years.
Okay.
And you could get one character done by Mike if you subscribed to 2 years. So I did and got nothing. Maybe a few magazines, you know. Because a lot of that stuff, it's funny, you know, like even Atlas comics that came out in the mid 70s that was trying to compete with Marvel there for about 4 months.
Right.
They lasted about 4 to 8 months, you know. They even had a subscription thing.
Okay.
And so, you know, all those people got stuck.
Yeah.
None of their comics went past 4 issues. None of them. Goodness. Won't you lay down there and calm down a little bit, huh?
Poor
Yeah.
doggo.
Yeah. You sound worse than you are. I love you, though. I do love you. Very much. Do I need to mute?
Mhm.
For what?
So that you don't hear all that.
She's fine.
Sound like you're panting
Whatever I hear, don't worry. It don't bother me.
pretty hard. Yeah.
It's okay. Old doggo's gonna old.
Yeah. It's not a day I don't think about her death and what am I going to do after she passes on.
Right. Yeah. When they get towards the end, I've got our last elderly cat. She's over 20.
Yeah. Wow. That is
That'd be
old.
awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is old for a
My
cat.
tab,
Yeah.
my tabby pumpkin lived away that long.
And it's hilarious. She hates the other cats. The other cats hate her. So I've taken to calling her old Griselda.
Hmm.
And she's still, she's still going strong. I mean, she's old, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I've largely thrown out, a lot of the previous like long-term dietary restrictions, because now I'm like, you know what, you made it long enough. If you want a piece of cheese, you can have a piece of cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, what did cats eat 100 years ago, bro?
Leftovers and rats.
Most of them live pretty good life.
Yeah.
Elsie knows because he was there.
Da. We'll be here all week, folks. Yeah, she's old. Like
She probably thinking the same thing about you.
Right?
You know, he's
Yeah,
old, but he gives me that cheese, so I think I'll keep him.
yeah, she is. She's on a. She can't even do the hard food anymore. She loves it
Mm-hmm.
though. She still loves the hard food, but she's finally stopped trying to eat it. It's like, no, if you're hungry, you just come get me. I'll get you some wet food.
Uh-huh.
Get you sorted out.
The teeth get a little wanky when they get older.
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing with Abby, you know. And got the teeth that she used to have.
I gotta make sure her wet food's broken up and all this other stuff.
I just gave her a meal with an egg in it, so raw
Yeah,
egg.
she doesn't like the raw egg.
Yeah, wow.
I've tried.
Mm-hmm.
She's not having it. But you know, these are my oldest daughter's cat.
The one that just is with child now.
No, that's my second daughter right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My oldest
Congratulations,
is.
by the way. I've got
Thank you.
one on the way as well.
Yeah, congratulations. That's exciting.
60 years old and having a grandchild, another one. Oh,
My dad is excited. You know, me being the second oldest out of 9, you can imagine he loves the babies. He gets dad crazy. He loves it, and he's real. But excites him the most is so funny too, because he's you know real honest. He's like, it's not mine.
Yeah, and I can send them home anytime I want.
That's right. So he's excited. He's wanting all the latest updates so that he can come out here because he doesn't have much. He doesn't have much free time. He is 78 years old and still working hard.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he is one of the leaders.
Retirement has killed many a person.
It's true. And he's anti-retirement. He's like, no, you just do your purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do your purpose. And apparently for him, his purpose is writing investor alerts for mining and tech companies that are small cap, meaning that they're worth less than $50 million.
Yeah.
These nice little startups and stuff.
Yeah, I tell my mother, you know, you may be 90, but you still have a purpose. I mean, if you didn't, you would have been long gone.
That's right. You got to keep purpose in life.
She's been, last June, she was picked as the person of the month, you know, because she's always active with everybody else. And that's something she needed in her life.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
She needed that interaction with people. Me, I guess I get it over the internet.
Right.
So I live my life vicariously over the internet every day, I guess. I may not leave the house for days or weeks on end. Well, I don't know about weeks, but you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean. I'm a bit of a shut-in. The only time I leave the home is to go to the store to get stuff, or
that's it. Yeah. And somebody gets in front of you and they're moving slow, like I've got all the time in the world, and
I'm like, dude, I got an office to get back to. I got kids.
Rex has never learned patience, Tank.
What's that?
Rex has never learned patience.
Lies upon lies upon lies. There's patience and then there's stupidity. Tell you what.
Everything's stupidity, though, bro.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Get in the middle of the aisle and just amble on and take your time and take up all
What
the
do you do?
space.
Stand there and
Can't
wait
get
on
by.
them? I just back
Huh?
up and go around them. Fuck them.
Oh, sure. Mhm.
I just
Can't be.
issue a polite excuse me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, it's
That
I
too.
know it's like it. Yeah. And I often do that. I did that to a lady that was ambling about where a place where mom lives,
Wasting Rex's time.
No, I didn't look at it as that. I mean, if you've got a reason, but now if you're just chatterbox and you're just talking about, uh, meaningless dribble and just like you're oblivious that there's other people around you.
Well,
Of
brother,
course, Rex don't know what he's talking about, so I'll just
dribble.
shut up and you go right ahead and tell me what I think and how I am. I'm impatient. And I just talking through my hat, as you say. I wouldn't know, but there are some rude, crude people out there. That's all I'll say. They're it's all about them, and But then I don't expect the world to be any different. And sometimes I'm like them too. So, got no room to talk. Really.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I know, man.
Just
We get
poor
it. You're
baby.
horny.
Oh, well, yeah.
We're working on it.
All the room to talk.
We're working on it.
He can say whatever he wants.
They just want too much money. It's beyond what we can afford. And then the city who basically runs the local vet, essentially.
Yeah.
Because it's all good old boy club, right? Out
Right.
here. Then they complain that, the town's overrun with stray cats. And it's like, yeah, if you would just, not be greedy, you could make a lot more money. You can make money by volume.
Absolutely.
But they don't want to work. They're all leftists out here. They don't want to work. I know, Elkie. My dog's all concerned.
Yeah.
I heard him.
Yeah, my dog, she grooms the kitty, but we got family over.
I got me a sweetheart.
Yeah, we got family over right now, and unfortunately, Elkie is not receiving the memo that they're not stranger danger, and you don't bark at them. So she's in here with me. Come on, Elkie, come lay down. Come lay down. Good girl. Good girl. I know. That's your best friend. I get it. It's adorable. The dog grooms the cat and everything.
Yeah.
It comforts her.
They love each other. They learn to love each other.
And it was funny because the cat, when she first saw the dog, she was like, "Oh, hell no."
Yeah.
And it was
you ain't
like
coming up on the hill.
And now she's meowing. She is meowing under the door and everything. Oh, there goes the other cat. Oh my goodness gracious!
You hear me, don't you? I'm trying to reach you.
I love you. I can see her. She's meowing under the door.
Free for all, Daddy. Free for all.
Orgy, yeah.
And the boy cat's like, "Let me out. I can take care of this."
That's right. If it's getting too much for you, just let me out.
Tag me in, boss.
Plug me in. Come on, baby, light my fire.
So ridiculous.
Plug me into something and let me pick away.
Put me in the game, coach.
Yeah, put me in the game, coach.
Get me off the bench.
Yeah. My whole career was made on the bench.
Play center field, man.
All right, I got to sci-fi up this door frame a little bit.
Cut
I
some
done
edges
put that
off.
on there once and it slid in the floor. So why don't I just repeat it? No. Learn.
What? Learning?
Are we learning anything yet?
I'd rather leer. Yeah, leering is the best.
Mm.
And I'm not talking L-E-E-R. I'm talking L-E-A-R. Oh,
Wow.
Like
No.
a player.
like the crazy stuff that's been going on in Wisconsin.
I haven't been keeping up with that. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh. Yeah. No, it's bad to expose fraud, by the way.
they voted for it, so let them live with it. Don't.
Yeah, if you expose fraud, you're a bad person.
Yeah.
Um,
And there was enough of that under the last administration. Oh boy, did we go to the cleaners
oh, we did. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and
in so
now
many
it's
ways.
now it's all being brought to light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to
And,
see here. That's old
Come
news.
on,
Moving
God.
on.
Right?
Coming out of
Yeah,
God.
it's the whole from the Naked Gun 33 and a third, where you got the fireworks exploding in the back where the person flew into the fireworks factory. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Well, it sounds like Portland to me.
Oh yeah, no, that place. Oh, I have nothing nice to say about that city. That's where at the VA I was while I was trying to get my file claimed or to file my claim, right? I was told that I was white and therefore I had a rich family member that could take care of me.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. My wife grabbed me by the elbow and said, I think it's time for us to go, because she saw the look in my eye. I was about to sleep across that desk.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
You're a dangerous individual, man.
Yeah, I'm sure you got some rich Nazi uncle or something. Right.
Yeah, no. And it's like, wow, man, that's
Hey, how dear?
what's up, how dear?
Oh,
Just
dear.
because
How's
you're
my
gonna work
potato
4 more
can?
hours. Let me see what you got going on there. Let me tab over to that. Yeah, no, that's coming in clear.
Yeah,
Good.
it is.
Good. And artists like Tank asked me, well, do you have any reference? And I go, well, I got about 20 pizza rounds.
That reminds me. I was gonna hook somebody up with some reference art next time I'm sitting around doing some fan art. Because I was like, man, you don't have references? No, I need to get that done. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call it a portfolio piece. Like that's the only exchange I'm asking for. Let me use it as a portfolio piece. That's it. That's all I want. I just want portfolio rights.
Please, Daddy. Please let me in.
I know, right? Let me in, coach.
Yeah, put me
I'm
in.
ready for center field. Put me in.
Real. Do. My goodness.
What are you working on, Tank? I'm working on my character called Spore.
Okay. I am currently kind of like loosely sketching in some Bellatorus artwork that's going to go inside the book. So
Okay,
I'm just
whose
gonna-
book is that?
Bellatorus, that's my game. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
How dear says it was a cold walk home from work, 24 degrees Celsius, 11 Fahrenheit. I guess that's right.
Dude.
Well, how far do you have to walk out there? Dang,
You mean-
man.
Wait, 24 degrees Celsius? No. You mean like 24 Fahrenheit, negative 11 Celsius?
Yes, he's up there.
Now that's
in
even
Canada.
seeing that even that math doesn't pan out in my head.
Yeah. Well, I can flash it up there again. There you go.
Let's see. Negative 24 C, negative 11 Fair.
Jeez Louise. You get down to negative 170 degrees out here. Fahrenheit or Celsius. First one, then the other.
How far did you have to walk out there?
Hopefully, it
My
wasn't
goodness.
uphill.
Man, no kidding.
Uphill in the snow, barefoot,
I'd have called up Uber and said, Uber.
barefoot,
come
and
get
pregnant,
me.
and
Help me.
My goodness.
just lost my left leg.
I can't see
amputated.
you barefoot pregnant, Rex. I just can't.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to envision.
It's not through lack of trying. Anyway,
Okay.
dun, 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 dun. Be here all week, folks. Unfortunately,
No, so silly.
We never give up.
Never surrender.
Never.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do with this page is I'm just going to fill it up with like little bits of stuff, and then I'm going to ink it in, and then when I scan it, I'll just digitally cut out the stuff and paste it around. That way I keep it all nice and consolidated.
Yeah.
And also here in the background, I'm running a couple of computer programs trying to fix some stuff. But
It's
holy
only
moly,
a
it's
9-minute walk, he says.
well,
Holy.
still that's long enough to get frostbite in that
Too
temperature.
long, that's too long, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Do
him
you
moving
run?
briskly, I'm sure.
Oh yes.
Toes
It wasn't
don't
ice,
fail me
I'd have
now.
been running.
Well,
You'd be running, sure.
gentlemen, it is late. It is my bedtime.
Yeah.
I have to be up at a respectable hour tomorrow.
Oh no.
I know it's disgusting. I don't mean to cuss so much on this show, but
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
some things have to be said.
Yeah. Some things go without saying.
It's true.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Enjoyed hanging out with you, buddy.
Always. I always have fun. All right, gentlemen, you guys stay good. Everybody out there in TV land, make sure that you smash that like button, share this program out, subscribe, hit the bell to receive all notifications, and keep collecting.
Yes. Tank trying to shut us down. That last comment.
We should always remember that, though. Should.
Mm-hmm. This is more like a hanging with my homie now.
Hanging with the home.
Hanging with my homie. Yep. Last night got a little ridiculous.
It did get was New Year's Eve. People was feeling a little wild.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
It was all good, though.
Trying to do my part.
I'm just saying you wouldn't want to do that every time, but on New Year's Eve it didn't get too bad, you know.
No, I actually got pretty decent views, and while we were doing it, and afterwards, good participation. That people wanting to come on,
Yeah.
so no complaints here.
And nobody was. I mean, there might have been a cuss word here and there, but people weren't getting graphic and crazy.
No, it was just that they were enthusiastic
Yeah.
and talking over everybody,
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main thing. It's like, how do you guys like this chaos? I don't, you know.
How do you think it's coming, bro?
Well, just give me 1 second here. Just like this one little area. There we go. There. Finish that chest. Now I got that shoulder to do, and I'll be done with that. Oh yeah, got the tail in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, baby. Come on, you're so cute. I love you. Mm-hmm. You hungry? You want a treat?
Don't let
Go
them
get
lie
you a
to
treat.
you.
Go get her a treat, and I'll be right back. Couple peanut butter cookies, and she's satisfied.
Man, you're making me hungry.
Hmm.
Peanut butter cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like you're satisfied too.
I had one too, sure. Good thing I like about the working larger. Yeah, the chisel point. Don't get too detailed. You can cover a lot of area because you have a lot of area to cover.
Yeah.
Well, we got to see Janet before she.
Yeah. That was nice. He's a very nice person.
Mm-hmm. Once getting comic out, and do a convention, maybe I'll get to meet her. Maybe I'll be up around in her area or something.
Yeah.
And maybe I can get her to cosplay one of my characters for me for the convention to promote it.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Be fun.
Mm-hmm. And she could watch my table, while I'm out and about. If I wanted to get out and about, for a little bit, go to the restroom, go eat lunch, whatever. I probably would, pack a cooler carry some things with me, put it under the table. Be prepared.
Should always be prepared.
Ready to take the lead. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Looking good. Like I knew she would.
Lee Jr.'s birthday the other day, huh?
Yeah, they
Like you said,
celebrated his birthday.
right?
Yeah.
I've got that marked on my calendar,
Yeah.
so I knew.
Put my
He's
new
having a
calendar
birthday.
up today so we can get confused.
You picked up a calendar?
Well, Bill sent us a Bill. I said I put it up. Bill sent us a hummingbird.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got mine from the well, year before last I did kittens. And this past year I did puppies, and this time I got puppies and kittens from the vet. They had some sitting out there, so I took one.
That's cool.
Saves myself $1.50 buying one at the Dollar Tree.
Well, mine fortunately came from Susie's brother. Didn't cost me a thing. So nice gift. He knew we was always talking about our hummingbirds. We take care of. They come around. And Susie's sister sent us a hummingbird feeder that has a camera on it. Somehow you can watch the hummingbirds as they feed.
Right.
Get them
I
on
hope I
camera.
never get that old.
You get some good pictures.
Yeah. I mean, I hope I never get that old that I enjoy that type of thing. Too much to do, man. Too much to accomplish than to sit around and watch birds.
You got to take time to smell the roses, bro. You'll be all
Okay, wait a
up.
minute. Let's see. Birds, roses, two different things. What?
Yeah,
Okay.
life, you know.
Oh,
Enjoy the simple things in life sometimes.
right.
I'm
Some
not
things are
talking
too
24. I'm not talking about 24/7.
right. Yeah, football game. No thanks.
I don't watch football. I don't waste my time.
Right. But there are people that do.
I know. Well, I know a lot of them.
But then you spending 20 hours on a painting, they might call it that, waste of time too.
That's why
You're very active tonight. What?
Who is?
Abby is.
That's why we're able to pick what we choose and like in this country, and we're able to pursue it because that's one of our God-given rights.
Is it now? Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Pursuit of happiness. Is it not? Is that not what our founders said? where our God-given unalienable right.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, that's not God. That has nothing to do with God.
Oh, well, it has everything to do with God.
Well, you were acting like what I just said was bull when I said that. I was confused. I was like, I'm a little confused here. But then, yeah,
Yeah. I don't know what your Sunday schedule's like, but I'm wanting to start watching a series, or I do have some of that stuff already on disc, so I've been like watching some things on the founding, and the role of government plays, and they answer questions and stuff.
yeah.
I'd be wondering if you'd want to be interested or have the time on a Sunday, though, to actually participate. Now, we wouldn't have to do it on a Sunday. We could do it on another day,
If we did it on Sunday, it just depends on the time,
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's timing of whoever, I mean, Shadow participated
Yeah.
in the last thing we kind of did, but we kind of gotten out of that, and I'd like to get back to that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know your rights, you're probably going to lose them.
Yeah. Especially if you don't even know you got it.
Right.
You basically already have lost it. If you don't know what your rights are.
If you can't defend your position, you won't when the time comes.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to.
Right. So learn the skills now. I think that's just as important as like reading scripture, because it's based on scripture, among other works. Founding fathers were pretty smart for the most part. Of course, different times breed different people.
Yeah.
And they had seen oppression.
Oh, yeah.
They were being oppressed. They were being subjugated by an unfair king who didn't care except that they fall in line. Boston Massacre and other atrocities like that prove that,
Yeah,
At least we forget. Boston Massacre, what's that? Is that a TV show?
You better not be asking young people them kind of questions.
No.
Like Mark Levin says, it says young people don't even realize that this country was formed because of that oppression. They couldn't even give you
that's
couldn't
and
give
you
you
can't really blame them if they're not being taught.
No.
How can you
This is,
identify with something that you've never come across before?
don't know nothing about.
Mm-hmm. You're bound to repeat some of the mistakes that people were doing even then.
Yeah.
almost got the figure done, and then I have to figure out what I'm going to put in the background.
Wow.
A couple of highlights in the eyes here.
What should I do with that little book I got, Rex?
Uh,
That I had made.
I mean, that's up to you what you want to do with it. I don't know your motivation for doing it, or
Well, it's already been done. I mean, you know,
right.
everything's accomplished as I want to accomplish for it, but it's still there in existence.
I'll just get the background done. Let that dry. What do you think?
That's pretty cool.
Different, huh?
Yeah. You gonna whiten those teeth any?
There is no teeth.
Oh, what was that?
Plant material.
Oh, it looks like teeth to me, though. I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Thank you, How dear. Appreciate
You
that.
don't have to tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing, buddy.
Maybe an orange background. I don't know.
Yeah, red, orange, maybe.
Probably be doable. Again, you want contrast.
There's varying degrees of that, brother. You know.
Sure. Well, now you're saying, okay, can you combine two markers instead of using
red
one?
Orange, brother. I'm saying red orange can be a lighter red orange or a darker red orange.
Sure, I understand what you're saying. But to
all
achieve that of what you're saying, it would take two markers and going over it twice. Just to let you know.
Oh,
Instead of just
so
the
you're
straight
lazy.
orange.
You're lazy. That's what it is. Okay.
No, it's not. No, I'm not lazy. In fact,
I'm just messing with you, dude.
in
Come on,
fact,
man.
you
Lighten
know,
up.
I
Lighten
often
up. Man.
okay.
Lighten up. I'm messing with you.
What was it? Piece I did recently. I went over 3 times to achieve that. The two light blues. Went over it in blue twice, and then magenta on top of that to achieve that purple.
We do what we got to do, my friend.
That's right.
Whatever.
That's right. And I think just a simple background on this, not distracting from the figure. Just a simple one would be. Pretty good. See, this is looking dry even as I apply it here. I can see, these markers, you can look at them and they're looking like, yeah, it's getting a little dry. And I don't even really think I use orange that much. It's the same thing. This might be the older one. Yep, probably. You're right. I mean, there's certain. I will say this with these alcohol markers, certain colors like with the strong red. I don't know that I have enough light red to do what you're advocating. To be
I
quite
didn't
honest.
realize first off, I didn't realize you was gonna have to hit it over there with 2 markers and do all that because I
Right.
didn't, I wasn't considering your media or nothing.
Yeah, it's different than just, mixing it up acrylic paint.
Yeah, a lot different.
And, it's just like this cardboard is more absorbent. And it's not a bone white background that I'm actually putting the coloring on. So that you have to take into consideration with these cardboard rounds and other variables like maybe the oils that's on there that Homer says is going to destroy the work over time. Maybe not ideal, acid free paper by any means.
Well, that's for sure. But wood that the masters painted on wasn't either. So,
He could be standing behind a large sunrise. Who knows?
sunrise, I'm gonna praise his name. Sunset, I'm gonna praise his name.
This isn't fully dried, but just show you. Could you spray the cardboard with a fixative first to seal it before coloring? Sure, you could do that.
You can do that.
You would have to maybe press afterwards, or you would run the.
You don't want it to bow too much.
You don't want it to bow, right? Does the cardboard absorb more ink than from the markers? I'm sure it does. Yeah. There you go, Kelsey. There you go. That's what that orange is going to look
that'll
like.
be cool.
Yeah.
That'll look good in the background. That'll be almost like a wood, like a fence or something.
Yeah. Yep. Now you could seal it very well afterwards too. In fact, I was just thinking that in my mind a few minutes ago, how dear.
Hey, you remember that time Charles painted this little painting on a piece of cardboard, and he put so much paint on it that the cardboard eventually dissolved, and he had just the painting in his hand.
Just the acrylic paint, right?
It wasn't on anything. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, vaguely. Yeah.
That was a trip.
Although I don't know why the paint would. I guess the paint would peel away. You got it too saturated.
He peeled it away. After he got it thick enough, he started peeling the back of it off.
Oh, okay.
And he was holding his painting, and it wasn't on anything. It was just his painting.
Could have did a little Photoshop stretch and pull with it, but physically. Oh dear, how was your New Year's? Did you eat plenty and have relatives, or how did it go for you? fare thee well.
Maybe his mic's, he's not with us. He's gone.
Sounds like he had
Oh.
to. Sounds like he had to work in the cold,
Oh,
extreme cold.
yeah. He had to walk on.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
In the snow, barefoot and pregnant, on
Uphill
crutches.
both ways.
Huh?
Uphill both ways.
Uphill both ways. Yeah. I was working, so it was like a normal day for me. Yeah. I kind of redesigned this character, and even this looks a little different than the sketch card I did recently. Spore is an old character of Boggs that I came up with as a sort of villainous bog. You know, what would you find in the bog? You'd find something like spores and mushrooms and mold and things like that. And goes back to my scratch art days when I was doing some scratch art, and a lot of that'll be in the art book. About to peter out, are you?
My butt was sore.
Yeah. Same here, sitting.
Not go get a smoke. Maybe I'll get up and come back.
Took me a while to set this stream up. Monitor timed out on me, maybe twice. I don't know, but been behaving.
I really enjoy them because I get to meet other people, but I get to get a lot accomplished as well.
Sure. That you normally
wouldn't have do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you're hard work at painting during the day anyway and things, but
like I said, I've got 6 hanging out on the wall right now that I had worked on last night. Well, actually, there's about 4 of them that I worked on last night. But I took the ones that I had hanging out there, brought them all in, looked them all over, redid some things that needed done, and now that I'm really happy with them.
Well, most of the work that I've done in the last couple years will be featured in the art book. I mean, maybe not everything because it's I've done a ton of stuff. But certainly most, if not all, the pizza rounds will be featured. So like this one I'm working on tonight, when it's completed, it'll be scanned and added to the art book. And all the sketch cards will be scanned and added to the art book, the ones that everybody received. So everybody's artwork will be printed, and you can point to that book and say, I have this piece. Here's the original, and here it is reproduced in this book. Don't know if any other campaigns are doing anything like that, but I endeavor to be different.
Yeah, of course we are. Just like in our Basima book, we're going to have all those drawings for that book.
Yeah.
We can even put those up for sale, available with the book, showing them all for the next comics we want to create or books we want to print, whatever.
Yeah. There you go. Background, if you want to see it real quick for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Of course, it's still
I
drying.
can
So
almost, it's almost like it. Does it dry solid?
I don't know how to answer that.
What I'm saying is, if it looks like it's a fence, like it's got.
Yeah, it's
I
going
said,
to
does it
have
dry? Does it
ribbing.
dry? Does it dry smooth or it keeps that texture?
I'll let you know in a few. Yeah, you see the ribbing there. It's going to have some dark shadows,
Okay.
and it's going to have
Yeah.
some. Let me
That's
show
what I'm
you.
asking.
Let me show you an example that you've already seen.
Okay. Look at the
Or
background.
yeah, backgrounds that I've worked on. That's might answer that better for you. Let's see. Like that came out pretty solid.
Yeah, it did.
Uh,
Depends on how thick. Oh, if it's markers, no, I can. I can
yeah, it's
use.
markers. This has been layered.
Okay.
Ooh, we got a roast beef dinner at work today, so I didn't have to pack a lunch. Cool. Love
Ooh,
roast beef.
sounds good.
So you can see I layered the background on this one.
I
Different.
like that,
Came
Ray.
out pretty solid.
I like him. The way you've done him there. It looks good.
This piece is going to go to the big bundle backer.
Okay.
That's already
I'll
bought the
I'll
big
be.
bundle. Huh?
Would you like to see, did I show you the bottle Shadow sent me? The cancer? I thought I had. But oh yeah, no, that's good. That background really fits, man.
Yeah.
That contrast. Yeah, I remember him. I
Well,
almost yeah.
they come out muted, and these are all done in green. This is not cardboard. It's actually a type of green back here.
Wow, I really like that.
Mm-hmm. But some of them have turned out really nice,
Yeah.
Please.
When you hit the light, when you hit lighten up those eyes, even when you just spot them, on those bogs, it really helps them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good weapon.
Well, it really draws attention. Yeah. But
Gives it more of a realistic quality.
well, like I didn't do that. Well, I didn't do that with white out on this, but I did leave a little white there.
Yeah, definitely.
But
See, I like
now when
that.
you
I
see,
like
yes,
that.
when you put that white there and that's bone white,
Yeah.
really draws your attention.
Now, yeah, you've got a bog. Look at the bog you've got without any at all. It's red eyes.
Oh, which
No,
one?
not that. You
Not
showed me
this.
one earlier,
Oh,
bog. No, that didn't have the spots.
yeah.
And I
Well,
was
that was
thinking,
the
boy,
one.
it would look good with spots,
Right.
just a touch.
I like this
Dab.
one, and it's got the highlight.
Yeah, that's good. See, those spots work on that one real good. Real good. But you got one there you showed me that didn't have anything on them, on nothing on his eyes at all.
Oh, yeah, the one that looks a little scarier. Find it
And
here.
even if it could be
Or this
black.
one.
Yeah, that's the one I was seeing. See, it doesn't have anything. I can even see the ribbing in the eye. If you put a dot of white, I couldn't see it because I'd be, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'll be back a second, man. Oh, gosh. But
I got it mixed in. But I think it's done. I don't think anything else needs to be done to it.
I'll be back.
Oh, I wonder how acrylic paint markers would work on the cardboard. They might have brighter color and cover smoother. Yeah. I did do acrylic brushwork on the Euphoria piece on the cardboard round. I just haven't gotten back to finishing it. I'll have to find it here. It's at the bottom here. I've done so many. This isn't all of them. I'm trying to catch up with Peter. It's going to take me a while. This was the very first one I did right here, which I really like that. That one turned out really nice. Still got kind of that sketchy quality to it, you know. I like how these geos came out, almost like a tree ring type thing, you know, that curvy crackle look. But it's kind of, unless you know the character, it really doesn't make a lot of sense. Although this would be a great symbol, you know, if he needed a symbol, or you know, a symbol up in the comic book box, you know. Finally did one I was happy with, and this is it here. It's kind of smoldering mad there, you know. Got to finish this one still. It's like a jumping spider there. Have to finish Cortex. Finish him. Finish this Geo here. Really got artistic with the planets and stuff back there. When I first started out, it was more sketchy, you know. Sketch, you'd really see that. Especially in that, where I was just trying to do rock surface. Under rock. Second one I did was Geo. More smoother rock surface. So steam coming off of him there. But yeah, these turned out nice. I really like some of these first ones I did that got me going on it. I've been disappointed in that one and the one I did last night. Most of these have already been scanned. He might have benefited from, I put about 7 hours work in this one, believe it or not. It's amazing.
Yeah, you get a lot of color in that.
Yeah. A lot of subtle color. You know, it's hard to sometimes appreciate just how much to get. Yeah, layer. Yeah. But I mean, since I did a long shot on the card and I put the whole character in there, this is the character that you said his shoulders were wide. Well, that's because there's wings under the cloak.
Okay, you're right. I understood that after you said that, but ooh, that's a good mouth.
But I like the eyes. You know, I made them not just your skeletal orbs. You know, but
right,
they're a little bit more
alive.
Yeah, interior of the mouth and stuff, the tongue, the ridge. Yeah, don't know if that's. But this is the one that I tried acrylic paint, and I hadn't painted in a few years. Used a little green with the white out. So I did apply acrylic paint to this one. Huh?
That's real nice. That's real
yeah,
nice.
I hadn't finished with it yet. I need to get back to it and finish it. But I
Hey,
did
man,
use.
you need to do more paintings like because that's crisp, man. That's just sweet crisp.
Yeah, I'm doing a story with her, Euphoria, and actually this is a little bit larger than an 11. Um, it's from a different brand of pizza, and
Huh?
I don't even have this one dated. What the hell? Oh, that's probably because it's not finished. Didn't even date it. But first character meltdown first, and then the second time I drew him was on a sketch card. He's corrosive, you know.
Yeah.
I really like this when I started doing the borders. It almost looks like that cardboard's floating.
Yeah.
Very simple.
No. A lot of the simple ones are great. Like
The
that one.
acrylic really pops. Yeah, it's going to stand out more. It's definitely going to. If I did something this colorful here in acrylic, it'd be
Oh
wow.
man,
You know.
that is nice though. Yeah, I could even see you going over that one with acrylic.
Oh, sure. I could
Ooh,
go
that's
over any of
sweet.
these in
That's
acrylic.
sweet.
Yeah.
That dude looks almost like a brass. Ooh, that effect works good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, man, those are
Yeah.
all nice, bro.
Yeah. For the most part, I've been happy with them.
They're good, man.
Trying to develop some of the characters,
I
you know, and
really
get
say
used to drawing them more.
that acrylic, those acrylic ones are
Yeah.
superior in quality.
Well, when I get, and I would like to do some Jason Bascom splatter too, uh, on some things. I definitely have some characters that could go for that style, you know. Uh,
Does he do a splatter in a certain way or something?
I kind of like a simple design. I mean,
Talking about you
yeah.
said Jason Bascom splatter. I was saying, does he do his in a specific way?
No, I mean it's like you know, maybe toothbrush. I don't
Well, that's what I'm asking you. You
know
say
exactly.
is he known for that or something?
Yeah, I mean a little gritty, you know, inking style, and I like that too. It's just you have to have the work area to be able to do that, and right now I'm kind of, you know, not set up for that, but hopefully this year I'm going to make that a priority because my house is full of paintings. Elsie will tell you that. Some of his, most of mine. Uh,
Mine
and
is
I
too,
haven't
bro.
done paintings since like that, you know, one round was the first time. And I've got like two
Let's
paintings there.
see.
Huh?
We got one room full, two rooms, the attic, the garage. It's all paintings everywhere, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a bunch of paintings in there just lined up from bringing them back over from mom's house when she moved out of there. And I haven't moved them since. Hung them up or anything. Some are incomplete, some are done, various stages. Um, some of the I'll show you like I've got some bog paintings. I'm not going to show any of those right now, but I guess I could show that one. I've showed that before. Just a minute. So the clown killer was started out as a painting when Doc Blaylock asked me about, do you have any serial killing characters? And I was like, yeah, I got one. And that's all I had. And then I designed out costume for him and whatnot. But this was the impetus for that character. Just simple painting I did back in 2013. Unfinished.
That's a while back.
This one's kind of unfinished. Here's a bog, sort of using mental power type thing going on.
Oh wow. Smoke ring.
See, this is why I don't show my stuff, because I get comments like that. Okay. This one was done in 2015, March of 2015, number 8. So this was the 8th one I'd done that year that he was created. Some of that may be in the book, needs to be, really. But I haven't painted that round. I haven't been painted since May of 2020. And these were finger paintings that I did of like Mary and Jesus, like Madonna and Child. And they're finger paintings that I did back in May of 20. There's the other one.
Cool.
A little bit more abstract, but I didn't consider those finished. This kind of unfinished one.
That's interesting.
Kind of cyclopean,
Why
looking.
why isn't it?
Huh?
Why isn't it finished? Looks pretty good to me.
I never
Pretty
finished it.
bizarre.
Okay, I know when, I mean, whatever.
I was just curious. What are you gonna do to it?
Always
I mean,
the
add more.
contrarian to whatever, Anyway, that one was May of some year. I can't, maybe 2020, maybe that same year. This is 2017. This was done with differently, of course, with markers. Some of my characters. It's holding a frog there. There's Cortex and Jen and Teuton and Zob and Bog. All done on markers on canvas. And it's kind of faded over time, I think. So it's probably, and this one I'm proud of. I would like to silk screen in on this one Superman's old ship, spaceship flying through this. But some interesting things going on in this one.
Colorful, that's for sure.
Colorful, and if you get up to it, it's got texture and spots.
I bet.
Yeah. These effects were achieved by different means on the surface. But yeah, I really like this. I did an orange base on a lot of canvases. Of course, I had a burning bush series. This was done in, I probably need to date this on it was a Thursday. I was, just had this stuff in here, 6/6/20. So I guess I probably need to put it on the canvas. The only reason I didn't write it on the canvas, I just stuffed this in there, was that could get lost, of course. Was that I didn't consider it finished and I didn't want to sign it or date it yet. But some interesting textures and things going on in that one. I like that. All that like an electric fever dream or something, But there's more to art than just sequential stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I think, you know, it kind of hacks me off to a certain extent that for a lot of people, art is about imagery. What is it?
A painting.
And to me, it's like, well, can it just be form, color, shape? You know, does it have to? Do you have to be able to identify everything in the painting? I say the nay.
Everybody's going to identify what they want to identify with it, just like they do with all paintings.
What does that mean?
That means whatever you intend people to see and you paint it, that doesn't mean that's what they're going to see.
Yeah, they might
Always.
perceive, you know, things. This one I did on 9/11. Hopefully, one of these days they'll, you know, take art like this that's done on historical events, historical days, and have a retrospective, you know. And this will be my contribution, although howbeit it's dusty, chaotic. Angels muddied up. If you look closely, it spells out 9/11, 2001, 2001 in the red. These are feathers, the orange fire. These are feathers, and the black too, being the towers. So the angel with the cistern or whatever they call that. Christ looking down, sort of in astonishment. Wise men and the shepherds there. Oh, holy night.
See, you stick things on your canvas too.
Oh yeah, and if you look, there's a couple of plastic doves, and those represent the planes that crashed into the towers. So yeah, I'm not much of a yeah. I mean, I'm not totally collagist. I'm just like Elsie. You know, we've had this discussion a million times. Do what's best for the piece. You know, if you want to be just a collagist, you can be, which I know you're not. But
I'm all kinds of.
just show you can do it all. Show you can do it all. Show your confidence.
And do whatever works. Do
See, a lot of people would go, "Why don't you finish that painting?" This painting is finished to me. I love it. In fact, I had somebody wanting me to give it to him, and I didn't. Now, Elsie would have, but I didn't. And it's because I, you know, there was something in it. It spoke to her, and it spoke to me too. And I'm, but
I
yeah,
happened to be the one that wanted it.
No, it wasn't you. It's a lady friend of mine.
That was afterwards.
I did this over her house. She used to be a painting partner with me, along with another lady.
Burning bush. Okay.
Huh?
The burning bush.
No, this is not a burning bush. But I guess you could,
well,
you know.
You tell me what it is.
Well, why does it have to be anything more than what it is?
Okay. It's a painting.
I can tell you what I see in it. I mean, not, you know, I can see or suggest
you had no
in
intentions.
it.
You had no intentions at all when you painted it. None. You just painted it. Spontaneous. No intentions. You just did it.
It's meaningless jabber. Okay,
I'm asking you, bro. No, I'm not telling you. I'm asking you. When you painted it, what were you thinking about? Just
I was
paint it,
thinking,
nothing else?
uh,
Okay, I'm just curious.
I was
Golly, I'm not criticizing or even suggesting anything.
right. And to me, a lot of it is like if you have to explain the origin of it, it loses its magic to a certain
Basically,
degree. If I have
I
to
don't care
come through
about
and
the
go, okay,
origin.
now this
I
is
want to know what you were thinking when you painted it. That's all. I don't
you
care if
have the
it's
painting, but you can't read my mind. This was done in 2013, by
you're
the way.
right about that.
Yeah. Now a lot of people might call it garbage, but whatever. I like
Me,
Sunlight.
I'd buy it and get gesso and have me a good canvas. Oh,
I
but
know
if
you
it was
would.
yours, but if
I
it
know
was
you would.
yours, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
If it was yours, I wouldn't do it.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are hung up on imagery, just like, oh, I like that 9/11 piece, but that piece there, I don't. It looks, if it's bursting water coming forth, then hey, there you go.
I like those condos that you just painted real smooth in the same solid color. Those were cool.
condos. What? I don't know what
Big
you're talking
condo canvases.
about. Condo
that you were
canvases. What's a condo?
They're round, big round canvases that you painted smooth, one color.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Years ago, one like a sunset, and yeah.
Years ago.
Here's another painting I did, and this is more like painting straight from the tube, and the other one was too. Although I did some wetted that down and did some
Okay, so see now I know what you
diffusion.
were thinking. Now I know how you were thinking. You said, "Oh, it's out." You were painting out of the tube. Now I can put myself right there and understand it. Okay,
Yeah. I
As-
like that
as-
it almost looks like a well here, with a blowhole in water. But that's just
oh, there's all kinds of things if you let your imagination
oh yeah. I
go.
mean, if I on that one
That's
there,
the
I could see a face and a
yeah.
person with a
Yeah.
sickle and a guy
Uh-huh.
on top of the sickle and birds and yeah, all kinds of stuff. But if I had to identify it for you, it's lost its charm. You know what I'm saying?
And you say it's a painting. It's a canvas with acrylic on it. That's
There
what
you
it
go.
is.
It's subjective. How about that? That's not good enough for some people. They've got to have everything identified and spelled out for them, or it ain't art, or it's not good. I'll show you another.
We've tested all those theories, hadn't we, bro?
Yeah. Put this up and get a couple more.
Oh. It is getting late though, bro.
I think people just want to see a little skill in some things, but they have no idea.
Well,
Sometimes.
they think
This
if
is
they think that's all you do,
this was all right, and that's why you do a variety of things. This one here was done, and however you want to hang it, was probably about 2020. It's not dated either, really, because I wasn't finished with it. Probably 2020, because this is all done finger painting, pretty much.
Okay.
Again, on that orange base, and here's a bog one that's not finished, but started.
That's nice. Lot of monochromatic going on there.
Yeah, need to finish it for the book. I need to get some painting going on. I like abstract art. I do too, because it suggests other things to me, just like, and I think it's quite beautiful, or can be.
Oh yeah, that's what my dad preferred.
But I don't know, for a very long time, I did like Moses in the burning bush. Now, I would just do burning bush because, the thing about it is flame is ever changing. How do you depict that in a still moment, besides a photograph? And it's quite interesting. And I've got one. I'll go up there and get it. It's a larger one, uh, but it's one I'm proud of, and it's very simple. And actually, I didn't I didn't have an air conditioning. I did it like I was crazy. I was in like a sealed in 97 degrees. I was sweating. I was in shorts and a t-shirt when I did it. It's with textured paint that has like I'm not sure if it has silica sand. I think probably silica sand. It was I bought the paint over in Tennessee at Elsie's Michaels. Probably the first time we went in there, it was textured paint, and it's done by finger painting. And I'll show you it here. It's one of the big burning bushes I did in the burning bush series. So you can see this is a rather large painting here. Textured paint of the flame. Much glare. So large. It doesn't say on the back how big it is, but you can see some of the texture. You get up close. It's just the textured paint on a white canvas, just depicting the flame. And this one here is also textured paint. You see the figure's face scratched into it.
Self-portraits.
You got to experience paint. You got to experience something like this in person just to really appreciate it.
Oh, I can see it. This looks nice. I like that one.
Here's one I did on gesso burlap, and really should have painted it because
That's true.
I did this all in pens, and pens do not work good on gesso, but I did it nonetheless. But it was a
looks
pain
pretty good. And looks pretty
to
good
get
for
that
pins on
much.
gesso.
Partially gesso burlap. It's not the best surface. How about an update from you, Elsie?
Okay. Let me spread for just a second, and I'll show you
Rob.
what I've done.
Okay.
I just put it on here. I didn't want it to.
Roll says you should do weed art bog. Do, 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 do.
I'll spread this real quick so you don't have to play Jeopardy on me.
No rush. Is it live or is it Memorex?
When the angel comes strengthen him in the garden.
Mm-hmm. And what does it say around the edge of it?
It says it's the only time it in the Bible, but in Luke it says, "Then an angel appeared to him from heaven, strengthening him." Luke 22:43.
Now, who did the horse and cowboy back in the back?
Me.
Okay. And that desert scene painting is actually a Jack Kirby oil painting.
Yes. Yes, it is.
If you didn't know.
And got this one going on.
Working on all those tonight, or
Yeah.
yeah.
And this one
Hey, baby,
says,
you're quite active tonight. What's going on? You
this one.
You want to play with me? Yeah, you come quite a bit on that one.
Every one of them except this one were blank canvases today.
Yeah, I think you had some done on that last night.
Oh yeah, I worked on it last night.
LZ One Shot comic needs to be published. I'm ready to draw it, Rahul says.
What comic?
See how quickly he forgets? You did the cover last night,
Oh, for what?
Colonel Sanders. Remember that comment?
Oh, okay. Okay. This is my.
So what are we looking at here?
This is it's a magazine. It's magazine size.
Monkey
It fits
Bomb
right in
Comics.
there. Yeah. It's my granddaughters and one of their friends.
Who did the cover?
And what they did, the project, huh? I did
Who
the
did
cover, except she did the character, but I designed the cover. I did all the shading and all the
Yeah.
embellishment
Looks horrid.
as the kids were on them. It was.
Yes.
And on the back, I'm just trying to get a message.
Okay.
But
Looks
it's
a magazine
full of,
size.
Yeah. It's full of their monsters from their imagination,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then I've got a couple of drawings in there. It's I think I did that mushroom month guy, but and they drew all these. They just had a good time. You want to see the real Bad Bunny? This was Bad Bunny about 2 years ago, drawn by Sarah.
Wow.
But I'll show you a couple that I did.
Are you telling them the date their work?
Yes. Starting to now.
Huh?
I got to get on because they just put the year in here.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, I told them, I said, just take a piece of paper, draw some lines on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I designed it from the lines that they drew.
That's
They got a
unfortunate.
kick out of it. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And here's the ending of it.
I won't go to sleep tonight. Thanks.
You're welcome. But those are in your imagination. Real ones, you gotta watch out for because they look like us.
Mm-hmm.
You can't recognize them a lot of times.
Elsie Danley making paranoid schizophrenic children all over the world.
Oh, making children aware of perverts. Okay.
Oh, okay. I could take them to a few places they'll never forget. You introduce them to some.
You ain't bring my grandkids to nobody. All right.
No, you're doing a good thing, I guess. You know, you got to prepare the young people early on.
I just want you to know. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
Say when.
You gotta protect those babies, that's for sure. Yeah.
You just look at them, say when. Either that or
Yeah,
run.
I mean, like Shadowhawk, he has zero understanding, and understanding by that I mean zero mercy for pedos, and I get it. But at the same time, is that unforgivable?
Listen, here's what you
There
listen
are
to.
because I know I met them. There are
Let's do this, Rex.
children that were abused that became what they did not like because I met them. They were abused as children too.
Here's what we need to do.
Yes.
As Christians, we need to put our separate sins aside because we all got them.
Yeah.
Stop fighting amongst ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
and let's get the business of love. That's
absolutely.
what it takes.
When I went into the prisons, that was one thing that they told us that was probably a good instructional thing. Don't ask why they're in there. If they want to volunteer it, then that's one thing. But and often they did, you know.
Yeah. Right.
I had one young man get up there and say, looked down, he was ashamed, said, Mom and Dad, they smoke crack. That's all I needed to know about that guy, how he wound up in
Yeah.
prison. You know?
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know. He could have sat down. He didn't need to say another thing.
Yeah.
You know, just not raised up in the right environment. I used to go into the sexual offenders
And people
pod
want
because
to,
they had them
they're
separate.
going to blame their environment. Well, you don't understand some people's environment, bro.
Some environment is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be a teacher for a while. You'll understand children's environment. You'll see how it
And
affects
it
them.
affects, yeah, absolutely.
You'll see how it affects them. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's hard to remain focused in the classroom when you've got all that going on at home every day, because you're only in the classroom for so many hours a day, but home's a different matter, you know. A home is the people and how they act in it, not necessarily the shack you're living
I
in.
had kids that didn't want to go home. They'd rather be there. They'd stay at school.
Yeah.
They'd
Yeah.
stay
They got
all
fed
night.
better too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're safe, at least
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah. They feel safe. Yeah. Well, I mean, Vietnamese kids during Vietnam, they wouldn't go to sleep till you gave them a loaf of bread. They wanted to know where their next meal was coming from. And when they had that, they could fall asleep in comfort.
Yeah.
You know, because if you got to worry about your next meal,
that's all you're going to worry about. That's
yeah. How am I going to, when you remove that anxiety, then maybe
then
you
you
rest
might worry about what you're going to wear today.
Yeah. So hopefully over all the Christmas tables and New Year's celebration, and everything, we remember that there are people in the world less fortunate. I used to go, I mean, when I worked for City Team, that's a worldwide organization that does homeless youth programs, all kinds of stuff. You know, my Thanksgiving was like hand out 1,500 meals to people that needed meals. And even
kind of like when we was running shelter. We'd run that shelter, buddy, on holidays. They'd be lining up, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we didn't know how many were going to show up, but we had like 1,500. And some of those, I remember this one woman, her whole world was in one room.
That's sad. And
you could tell she rarely left that room. That was her whole world. Probably, and you know, I shared this over Christmas time, LZ. My parents would gather up, would go to the store. They'd get a few new, if the need was there. Most of the houses have moved out, it just depended on the year, but we had one family. One year I remember had springs visibly sticking out of their couch. Lived on a concrete floor, didn't have running water, had an outhouse. 20th century, people still living like that. And this 21st century, and I guarantee you there's still people out there that live like that. And worse.
I taught high school. Okay. I knew a kid, he lived out in the woods in a box. To help him when he came to school, they let him take a shower, let him get cleaned up, took care of him, and fed him.
That's good.
They were trying. I mean, public schools can get a bad rap because you get in the inner cities, they're going to be bad. But if you're out in the middle of the sticks, those people care about other people, and especially about children. If they're having a rough time, I mean, we got compassion for people that need compassion.
Yeah, and I'm just saying,
for people that juke me, want to take me for all I got.
I'm not a special pleader for rapists or sexual offenders or pedos or any of that. I've ministered to them, but I don't have to ask them what to do. And some people, I understand. I've had Christian people say, man, I'm doing prison ministry. You should join in and do that. And they're like, oh no, those people, deserve what they don't.
Yeah,
And
they won't.
yet,
What does Scripture say, though, Rex?
yeah,
You
when I was in
visited
prison, you visited me, and
When
Christ
did
was in
I, Lord?
prison.
When did I
You
visit
might be
you
in
in
prison
prison?
one day,
When you visited the least of us.
right? Yeah, I mean, you may. I just, man, I could say
A
all kinds of
kind
things
word
about
can
you and
do
have you
wonders.
arrested, and you'd be in jail tonight. Now you can make bond, maybe, but you'd have your day in court. I'd have to prove what I'm saying, but any of us
Yeah,
at any time could be thrown in jail.
yeah. Accused, falsely accused.
I could have went up to the Capitol and saw what was going on then and got arrested and been in prison by my own government for 2-3 years, just for being up around the Capitol steps at, on January 6th. That's crazy what they did. I hope they don't settle out of court. I hope, of course it's hard to sue the government. They have unlimited
How you gonna
funds and
beat
they use
your
your
government,
own
man?
tax money against you. Huh?
Yeah, how you gonna beat your government, man?
Yeah, you're not. Blaming your surroundings is part of growing up. But when you are growing and then blaming your environment, it doesn't make sense. But people lie to themselves. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, I mean, look at the Surgeon General. He grew up in Harlem. He educated himself. He made, his mother made sure he was a reader. He went on to become a brain surgeon and, run for the presidency at one time. If I don't have his office right, I'm sorry. But you can't blame your environment or anything else,
No, you
you
can't blame it.
need
I
yeah, you can blame it, but you might have to, it needs to have somebody an intervention say, hello, these are the facts, deal with it, and
you can
hopefully
blame
give
it.
them the coping skills to deal with it.
I'm trying. See, what he was talking about, Rex. Is like, okay, I could look back and say, well, I had a
Sure.
bad childhood. I had
Right.
all this happen to me. So that's why I'm all messed up. That's why I do
That's
this.
the way I
That's
am,
why,
right. Mhm.
and that ain't, and no, nobody should do that.
No.
You know,
Now there are some people that are abused so badly. Yes, it really affects them mentally, for
well,
sure.
that's true.
And I can't, like when Obama let that one American woman that Doc knows, apparently, maybe she's doing better than what I anticipated, because I was like, man, her life's ruined. I mean, she'll never quite get over all that, had like 200 Muslim men grape her for like 2 hours. Probably we should have, that's an American citizen, but thank you, Obama. Once again, we didn't even rescue our troops, in Benghazi. In fact, we let them just target right in on them, blow them up. Nobody came helping when they were crying for help. They were told to stand down and not go for the rescue. It's crazy. We haven't had leadership in America for, good long time. Sad that we've ever come to this. We've been at the tipping point a couple times, and I'm not sure we're off the edge yet. Um, we're just one election away from gloom, despair, and agony on me, deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I had no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. I mean, I was thinking of Sybil when I said that about mental illness, because look what happened to Sybil, her stupid mother, and all the abuse she went through. It fragmented her personality, and
Look, you
spilled
can't tell
over
me
into adulthood.
some people you could abuse some people so bad that like you said, they're never gonna get over that. But then some people they find it within themselves, strength within themselves, saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna let them beat me." I'm not going to let them win.
I'm just saying that, and I've had a lawyer tell me this, that, I can say anything. I can ruin your reputation.
Sure.
And you may be innocent, but I can ruin your reputation.
Right.
He knew lawyers that their reputations and they couldn't work in that field or hardly anything because their name had been smeared so much, even though they were found innocent.
Yeah.
I've known, just because somebody calls you a rapist, a child molester, or this, that, and the other, and they, we all know, prove it. But a public opinion.
We all know, like teachers, we all know that there are some teachers who might. There's all kind of people that'll abuse their position, but at any time, a kid could have said, well, during this time, so and so, I was alone back and the door was shut, and da 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 da, and just said it. And what am I gonna? Is there a camera in my room? Can I prove this? Is it my word against theirs? My reputation? My dad said it don't matter. You're over. It's ruined. You've ruined your reputation. It's done.
Right. Well, that was one reason why Billy Graham wouldn't get in on a married man, that he wouldn't get in on a.
You don't get behind a closed door with a male or a female by yourself. No more, ever.
Right. So especially if you're perfect. A public person like that.
Yeah.
But he would never get on an elevator with a woman. No. He'd say, I'll take the next one. That's only smart because that person could rip her dress, yell rape, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden you're in a pickle, nothing happened.
That's why he has an entourage.
You only got one name. You need to preserve it,
Jesus always had witnesses, right? Jesus gathered them men around it, witnesses. They saw, they know what he did. They saw him live. They, every moment.
Your point is?
My point is, it's good to have an entourage wherever you go because they were your witnesses. They see what you do. You can't be blamed for something if you got 12 witnesses said, oh, heck no, he didn't.
Right.
Well, they back then.
Right. Yeah. That's why a thing is established, and even how you should divide scripture is don't take one scripture out of context. Find 2 or 3.
Right.
Because there are things that are only mentioned once in the Bible. So can I, and you can infer certain things. Most elevators in public buildings have security cameras
down here. It's only mentioned once, Rex. I've got a painting down here of something that's only mentioned one time in the whole Bible.
I mentioned it because you said that earlier. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No. Yeah. You said that earlier in Luke. Yes. Kenneth Copeland said something's interesting. He always says a lot of different interesting things. You going to tell us what it was?
What?
You going to leave us hanging? I'm talking to the chat.
Oh, my bad.
He said Kenneth Copeland said some things interesting. I'm waiting on what it was he said that was interesting. He said a bunch of stuff in the past. That's been. I don't really watch a lot of any televangelist. I'm not opposed to televangelist. He's definitely been one of the more controversial ones with some people. We do not wrestle with flesh and blood. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah. It's kind of like the fruit of the spirit. If you walk in the spirit, you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Powers, principalities, and powers. Yeah. Absolutely. And you don't give an inch to the devil. Temptation by itself is not sin, but when you act upon that sin, when you entertain that in your mind, it becomes sin.
Yeah, once you let his foot in,
because we're all tempted. Jesus was tempted and sinned not, you know. The
Right.
temptation by itself is not sin. The entertaining of that thought. I don't have to lie with a woman, you know. I can just do it in my head, and I've committed, you know, in God's eyes.
Let me ask you a question, Rex.
That's
Have you
why you have
ever
to guard your
heard,
eyes and ears and mind, your heart. What?
have you ever heard the analogy of the Trinity by someone using the sun?
I
Have you ever
think
heard that?
I
Well, I was told a
mind
guy.
reading. Let me see.
No,
Give me a
I
moment.
asked you. I asked you a
I
question.
don't know how to answer that because you haven't really.
Yes
Go ahead.
or no?
Just tell me.
I have not heard.
Okay,
it.
no. Tell me.
Oh,
I'm on pins and
okay.
needles. Find out.
You got the sun.
Yeah.
That's God. You got the light. That's Jesus.
Oh, sun. SUN.
You've got
Okay.
you've got the warmth, which is the spirit. You can feel it. You can't see it, but you know it's there.
Okay.
And the light you can see, which we saw Jesus. And the sun's there. How do you separate those? You can't.
Right.
How do you separate heat and the light and the sun?
Now
If you
that would have
if you
really
eliminate one
helped
of
me
them,
if
it's
you would have put that in context and said, "Have you ever heard this said as SUN instead of SON?" Because you say sun, and
I
I'm
didn't.
thinking SON. I'm
My
like,
bad.
that's
Okay, well, I got
immediately where my mind went to with Jesus, the SON,
okay,
the Son of Man,
okay.
not the light in the sky sun. Uh,
Yeah.
Again, context matters. But yeah, that's you can't separate it. Right. It's like um ingredients in a cake. You know, at one time you had the individual ingredients, but after you mix them all together, it's become a different thing altogether, inseparable, you know.
Especially if you cook it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean yeast rises, bread
But
rises,
but
whatever. If you've got
I thought that was interesting because outside they were talking about
Mhm.
the like the sun, how it's there and it's constant, it's unchanged. Well, as far as keeping it simple so someone can maybe understand it. It's still so hard to understand, but that helped me understand a little bit more.
Well said. I think he said, tell you, well, third rock from the sun. Everything has its place and purpose. Yeah. Yeah. If we were off just 1 degrees, we'd freeze to death or
Oh,
burn up. I mean,
there's order. Yeah,
yeah. Well,
I,
God's got an order, you know, and when
exactly.
you're outside that order, you're outside uh, the full protection of God. Let's put it that way. Um, God will always give you time to repent. He's a long suffering, you know. But anyway, it'll
You
just
got
draw
all
me into a sermon every time.
you got as long as it's going to take the Lord to come back. That's how long you got.
Yeah.
Give it to anybody. If you repent, he'll give it to anybody. If they repent.
Yeah. I'm
He's
just saying, you know,
giving it to Adolf Hitler. If Adolf Hitler had repented, he'd have gone to heaven. But he sure wouldn't have. He sure would have still paid for his sins here on earth. There's
absolutely.
consequences for what we do. Here.
Absolutely. Every action and every word. That's what we'll be judged on. That's what I believe.
But
Not everybody believes that. But,
nobody is out of the reach of God. They
right.
that's their own choice and their own
Well,
decision.
you know, you can get out in nature and I think a lot of people do discover God outside. You know, you can look at
Yeah.
nature and you look at the simplicity. I think the gospel is not, the good news is not that difficult to understand. Even a child can. I know a lady that
Yeah.
was in one of those urban areas. I forget exactly where she came through. She came through along with a couple of other individuals. Um, uh, Turned out she had known the Lord since I took them to church and they really, their lives were changed. that night. Two of their lives were really changed, and the third, I'm sure, was affected, but she was under a mental darkness. Uh, but that one, she had known the Lord since 3 years old. You say, well, 3 years old. Well, I was 6 years old, and fortunately, I was put in a good Christian family that brought me up from day one. You know, and if you got a big thing, my advice is if you got a big thing like adoption or something like that, don't wait till they're 13 to drop that on them that you're not their real parents or something. The younger, the better. They've got questions, answer every question you can, leave it at that, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and that doesn't even, because I never had a problem with that. And I prayed for years that, and never thought I'd see it really, that I would find biological. Never thought I did. And a couple years later, about 2.5 years later, I found out, my birth mother's still alive. A little bit about my father, not much. Got a sister. I had another sister who's already passed away. So man's punishment to others, dang near devilish. Yeah. Well, David said it that, um, man doesn't show mercy like God does. You know, God may show
You said
mercy
it.
where man doesn't. It's better to be left in the hands of a vengeful God than it is of man. Fear God, and He'll take that into account.
If we're the one that can take your life and put you in hell, not the ones that just kill you. That's all they can do.
Yeah,
They really can't do a lot. I mean, that's
yeah.
what Jesus was saying. If you're gonna throw away everything you're about and anything you are over this flesh, you're not gonna make it anywhere, especially to heaven. If you love your flesh more than you love anything else, I mean, come on. I mean,
I think that's why I'm enjoying Dead Zone right now, because he's an individual that, they even ask, is he on kind of a mission from God through this other pastor character in there? And he really generally wants to stop atrocities and things from happening, Um, in the last episode that I watched in season 3, he rescues this baby. He couldn't rescue the mother out of this uh, vehicle that was in a flooded river. It ran off the road or something, and she dies. But he rescues the baby, and he's trying to return the baby to the father, but they're illegals and they're running into other suspicious, very suspicious people
problem.
that don't want to be deported and all that. And this was 20 over 20 years ago that they were talking about that, and immigration wasn't a big issue really in the headlines like it has been in the last decade or so. So it's kind of neat to go back in time and see something like that and just kind of how they viewed it. And there was one person that was supposed to be helping the illegals, but was kind of in with the bad guys. She was kind of well intentioned, but kind of been tainted by the bad guys. You've fallen asleep on me. But it's interesting stories. The baby did go back to the father, and he was seeing visions though of him raising that child, if he couldn't find the father. And so it really touched him. And that was a very hard thing for him to do, to turn that baby that he had rescued over to its real father. Love life, Ninja says, but do not get too attached to the physical. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
And
True.
Elsie's about to say, I'm using my mental power, I'm going to get attached to my pillow here in a minute. So keep collect. Yeah, you can't wait. And I'm going to go back and finish that disc at least, and maybe wind down. Had fun, created, got a lot of created a pizza round, and he worked on his canvases, and got a lot of canvases out of order. I had to go around and hang them back up, but it was fun.
Got a lot done, though. Yeah, I got a lot done.
Yeah. Thanks to Janet and Sabrina for coming on as well.
Nice. Yeah.
See you on the next 4 o'clock shadow, probably.